I'll get these started first. Then I can get on to sewing. And it's still fucking up. Hello? 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 No? Hello? Welcome to the live stream, guys. This is it. It doesn't get more exciting. I'm gonna work on shit. You're gonna watch, or you're gonna leave. Or you're gonna pop in every once in a while and make sure I didn't sew through my finger. And we're gonna listen to some shit. But can't be music, because then, you know, the demonetization thing. Anyway.
Do you ever think about me? About us? Hold on.
Get the shadow boxes from my yard sale finds. Took off most of the nonsense.
Get tickets now.
Yoko, tastes so good, you'll want it all for yourself. Made so good, they can have some too.
This thing is massive.
Oh, that is a giant beaver.
It's a big beaver.
Sure.
Hello, friends, and welcome to another video. This week, we're going to be eating at and comparing the best convenience stores in America, and figuring out who is on top, Wawa, Sheetz, or Buc-ee's. Fans of these three places, you may begin fighting now. Picture this, you're driving on the highway, you've been in the car for hours, and you still have a ways to go to your final destination. You're hungry, thirsty, undercaffeinated, maybe you have to pee, and suddenly over the horizon you see the emanating glow of a marquee. Are you hoping it's the pale flying goose of a Wawa in the distance, or the red jagged Z of a Sheetz, or the buck-toothed face of Bucky the Beaver? What would be the best convenience store you could stumble upon in a road trip stupor, which could provide the best array of snacks, caffeination options, and overall vibes? Now, though I don't think you can call America the king of convenience stores, see Japanese 7-Elevens, it does have many dotting its roads and highways, and many of us have some nostalgic allegiance to the ones from around where we grew up or went to college. You might love a breakfast pizza from Casey's. Perverts probably like Come and Go. Growing up, I loved Whitehead, which, R.I.P., you were a real one. But based on the videos and the fights we see in the comment sections of said videos on the internet, it seems like the three names that come up the most as the best convenience stores in America, or at least that have the most opinionated fans, are Wawa, Sheetz, and Buc-ee's. So, as long-haul road trip aficionados and lovers of pretty much all things open 24/7, we are going to be attempting to bring some semi-unbiased taste buds to each of these places and compare these three modern oases of the road to try and bring some resolution to the debate, which is the best convenience store in America. Buckle up, baby. We're taking it to go. All right, here we are in the car on our way to our first convenience store.
Oh yeah.
Wawa.
Oh yeah.
Now, full disclosure, this experiment is off to a bit of a
Owie, my stomach, I just stabbed.
From Philly, and is fully indoctrinated into the Wawa cult. Tyler's been going to Wawa, I think, his literal entire life. So we know Wawa. But even so, we are going to be attempting to be as unbiased as possible here, and also kind of like establishing our
Close
own
enough.
right, you know, like what are the
Hopefully we'll
things
sit
to,
down.
like, how is Wawa as like a sort of starting off point, and then we can compare the other ones to Wawa as we go.
Yeah.
Now, there are currently 1,121 Wawa stores across 11 different states.
How do we get you
pretty
off?
much up and down the eastern seaboard.
Don't say anything.
They just started
I know what I said
in North Carolina,
as soon as I said it.
which we are very excited about, but there is one in Raleigh just yet. So we are heading to the one in Goldsboro, which is
We'll have to do this, but desperate times call for desperate measures.
Wawa originally started off as a dairy company, with the first official Wawa Mart opened in 1964. After which, they slowly introduced the famous
And
Hoagies,
this
which for the uninitiated
is it.
tri-staters,
But I don't have another one, so I'm gonna
then followed
paint
the
that,
way to
and then we'll
Hoagies,
pretend
and then eventually
it's
to
fine.
wireless touch screens, which offer
This is what I need to work on right now.
growing arsenal of sandwiches and snacks. And
That was easy enough.
beloved menu items and
It's
its
easy enough.
24-hour availability, Wawa has earned legions of loyal Philadelphians ready to go to war for it.
Okay. Lovely.
And not just during the annual Cookie Fest every summer. And yes, looking around, there is a lot of standard convenience store stuff in here, but to treat it like a Japanese 7-Eleven for a second, there are some unique items, like purple blueberry flavored almonds, alcoholic orbs. It says orange wine with cream. Post Malone Oreos. Niche snacks at Wawa. A walk-in beer fridge, which is huge and very cold.
I'll lose my
And a
screws.
Frankenstein machine where mixing is encouraged. I'm kind of intrigued by lime in my DMs.
Pliers would be easier for this, but I want to get up again.
There is some good stuff in the refrigerated food section, which we do like to get sometimes on road trips, like salads, Uncrustables, and apple slices. But the lifeblood of the Wawa is, of course, the touchscreen made to order food. And even though you can customize a ton of different items, to the point where there's even a Wawa secret menu.
Ooh, hello.
Classic. Of course,
Overkill,
you have
but
to get
will
a
work.
couple of hoagies.
Let's go custom. I gotta have my way.
As for Tyler, he's getting a meal sub.
Like, I don't know what was on here before I got it, but
I just like it meat and cheese, baby.
No vegetables.
No vegetables. No.
And though I usually get a turkey panini at Wawa, which is great if I do say so myself, for the purposes of this video, I feel like the hoagie is the thing.
We will have our own hoagie fest.
This is a personal hoagie fest.
This is a two-person okay?
Now, Tyler has fond memories of like frozen milkshake machines that used to be at Wawa, but apparently they don't have those anymore. They only have made-to-order fresh ones.
Vanilla.
Vanilla.
Yeah, let's go straight down the pipe.
So we picked up one of those with no boosters and no toppings.
It's good order.
there we
They
go.
also offer a full barista bar of coffee options at the touchscreen, but for the purposes of a gas station convenience store gauntlet, we are actually going to visit their drip coffee station, and there is a
It's
lot
gonna
of
be
variety
painted.
over there. We got the caramel
you too.
roast coffee,
Need to go someplace
plus a
where I don't need
some
to drop
Wawa
the
Wawa
body
dairy
pieces.
creamer. Wawa dairy creamer. Look at that. On the way to the checkout counter, there is also a hot dog section at Wawa, and in the mornings, that's where they have their version of grab-and-go breakfast sandwiches called Sizzlies. We got there like right at the end of when they were serving breakfast, so they very nicely made us a limited edition French toast Sizzly to go. And after a frantic few minutes grabbing all of our stuff,
This isn't bad for me.
with our haul in hand,
I need napkins.
it was taste test time. First up, the milkshake.
Oh god, look at that dramatic divot.
Looks like a glacier.
Now, yes, this is just a vanilla milkshake, so there's not a lot to like show you here, but rest assured,
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's like cream shake.
it was actually amazing.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's some good cream.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Cream
That's
shake.
so thick and rich.
Mm,
Honestly, I do get Wawa is a dairy vibes from that.
right.
And though Tyler was loath to admit it, come on, it's much better than the freeze-dried instant milkshakes of yore.
Yeah, this is worth the suck.
That is totally worth the suck.
No, not that time. There we
Next
go.
up to the plate was our two-person hoagie feast, starting off with
My
Tyler's
finger
vanilla
hurts, and I don't know why.
Unleash
I think
me.
that one's
It
empty.
was pretty messy looking upon first unveiling,
Okay, it could be worse.
and after a quick parking spot change for better lighting,
Stand by. Alright, we're back.
was still messy looking, but with better lighting.
You can kind of see a meatball.
Yeah, let me try it. Try to spread it? No, that's better.
Now, meatball subs are not the most convenient convenience store sandwich, as they can be saucy and unwieldy,
Caught it.
Yeah. I was gonna trim my whole life for this.
and though we're not going to claim the Wawa meatball sub is the best meatball sub in existence, it's still a staple for Tyler.
That's so damn good. It's soft. It doesn't even have to be all stuff. It's soft and warm and just inviting. Tastes like home.
Then for Hoagie Fest Part 2, time for mine.
This hoagie ASMR.
These are going to be shadow boxes with dead fairies in them. Tooth fairies specifically.
Like a present on Christmas morning.
I got a turkey hoagie with kind of like classic standard toppings.
Oh, damn.
Lettuce just fell, but that's okay.
It's lettuce.
That's the vibe.
It's good for the car.
And just you wait, there's also a cross section.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
And though yes, we are filming a taste test of just a turkey sandwich,
I've
But-
eaten before.
Cheers.
this one is certainly solid.
Pretty good though.
On a hoagie like this, I always add oil and vinegar to it,
Which does add like a different, like, sort of sharpness to the flavor.
and also hot peppers always.
Hot peppers are cold.
Yeah.
Those are cold.
Hot peppers Wafers are key.
I learned that from Jersey Mike's. Now, our French toast sizzly is a new one that we've never tried before.
Ooh. Oh, wow. Oh, it's tall.
It is.
And though I made
I can't do that. I just unplugged it.
Cheers.
Where's my remote?
I realized this was some inspired Wawa thinking.
That's good.
Yeah.
The French toast is semi-genius because it's kind of moist.
It looks spongy.
Watch,
So it's got none of the
watch me
dryness
right
that
back
can
where it's
sometimes
supposed
plague
to
a
be.
breakfast sandwich. It's eggy and fluffy from top to bottom, with a little bit of cinnamon toast flavor lurking beneath.
It's kind of genius.
It's not what
Also,
it's supposed
is there
to
a
be.
reason? That could be a
I have no idea where it
This
is.
is a good egg.
Now, our drip
It's not
coffee
what
did end up
I
a
put it,
little
which is
on the
over in
sweet
this corner.
side.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is as sweet as like a vanilla latte.
Okay. Oh, that's very sweet.
That's probably my fault. Maybe I should
Found
have
it.
gotten the
Alright.
plain creamer for this,
Heat.
but it was still drinkable. And overall, I would say the drip coffee at Wawa is generally absolutely funny.
There is nothing disparaging you can say about this gas station coffee.
I agree. If you encountered a random coffee, it would be no better than this.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now, as we mentioned, we do like Wawa, and I would say in general, their vibe is kind of like Old Faithful. If you need lunch at 12 p.m. or 12 a.m., it's gonna be there. But we are gonna attempt to put that aside for a review, and we'll reveal our full ratings of the food, ambiance, and general offerings at the end of the video. However, I will take this opportunity to air my one grievance with Wawa, which is that their mini CVS section is a bit lacking. Primarily, they're very light in the wet wipes department, which we know firsthand because we've been left high and dry on several road trips where our cat Cosmo has crapped in the car and also on me.
And that is a formal complaint.
Oh, yes.
Good sandwich though.
Great sandwich. Yeah.
On to our next location.
All right, here we are, on our way to Sheets.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I would say Sheets is the main competitor to Wawa. It's usually Wawa and Sheets fans fighting in the comment sections, and maybe also IRL, but we understand that some of you out there may be Sheets heads the same way we are Wawa people.
So we will be respectful. We will try and be objective. But, we are at war.
Although it's worth noting that Sheets also has its roots in Pennsylvania, as the first Sheets location was opened by Bob Sheets in his hometown of Altoona, Pennsylvania in 1952. So this is all just some inter-Pennsylvania infighting. Why am I not surprised?
I also know they do have touchscreens.
I usually do this one too while I got things out.
They've got sheets, but they have touchscreens.
Yeah, I think Wawa invented touch.
In general.
Currently, there are over 750 Sheets locations in 7 states, both in the Mid-Atlantic and Midwest, with 134 stores in North Carolina alone. So we headed to this one nearby. And Sheets' stated goal is to be your ultimate one-stop shop, where you can grab food, fuel, or whatever the freak you want 24/7. This one also has a drive-thru. And though there are certainly similarities between the two, I think Sheets is kind of like the quirky cousin of Wawa, as they really lean into their punny sayings, their little red Sheets freak mascot, and they notably also really love adding a Z to the end of things. I think because of the Z at the end of Sheets.
Values, features, got the dogs in me, new nuggets, and the other wraps.
I need a bottle of water.
And beyond classic
Bottles required.
they
So
also
is the
stock
water.
a fair amount of quirky snacks like Shackalicious gummies,
I'm guessing they're giant. These are chocolate.
a ton of plushies,
There's some like Pokemon stuff and then like I'll say random things.
and a big long dog cheese, which all makes for a pretty fun atmosphere. But one of Sheets' big emphases with a Z is their made-to-order, or MTO, touchscreen menu, which, beyond being endlessly customizable, is also characterized by a lot of wacky and experimental items, which can be a little confusing for newbies with a Z. So we had to consult the Sheets head on our team to see what we should get.
Alright, so first up, we want burgers with the
Starting with the Big Moz, which is a burger with 3 full mozzarella sticks on it. Yes, you heard that right. And then a pizza flat. This is apparently a fan favorite and also has 3 Z's in it, so it felt like a must.
I feel like
You can see where it's cut, so I can't exactly just flip this over. Guess I'm gonna paint it.
yeah, pepperoni sounds the best to me.
And then we also picked up some of the mac and cheese bites, which are so beloved they were famously once featured in a Sheets Heads wedding album, along with 3 dipping sauces. There's also a window into the food prep area back here, so you can see your food MTOing its way down the line for you.
That is really awesome.
I don't want to do throw away.
As for beverages, American Sheets prides themselves on having a gourmet coffee destination.
I need an antique white.
It's created
Sand.
so their coffee station is actually a pretty fancy line of senior.
Hello, tapes. How are you tonight? We're still there. Maybe. Oh! I need to sweep for my own safety.
Further down the counter, there's also an automatic sugar dispenser, which is genius in my opinion.
Did you see that? I did.
And also a creamer dispenser machine, which I was a little more wary of.
Oh wow, that's not even close.
We could paint these any color, but for some reason I'm going with this
There was
one.
one of those frozen instant milkshake machines like Wawa used to have, so we figured for Tyler's
Which is
sake,
almost the
we
same
would
color as
try
the fucking back! Oh, my brown dumbass.
and the terrifying roar of the machine,
I remember that. Just the sound of death.
and the cement color of the finished product.
Right on camera, but I bet you
Tyler went back to his high school days.
Chocolate, light chocolate. See if I like that one any better.
Now back in the
A little
taste
bit more.
mobile,
Oh yeah.
just so that it wouldn't fully melt, we started off with our instant Oreo milkshake.
It wasn't melted, but
Yeah, good thing we did it first.
it's like less like thick and creamy. It tastes sweet and bad for me, which I love.
It definitely had the
I like that description. Sweet and bad for me.
I got a chunk of Oreo.
Yeah, real authentic Oreo to the face.
but the creaminess was a little missing.
I think there is some fun to like the machine,
Yes,
but it does taste a little more like
What the
watery
fuck?
/ icy.
yes.
But considering
Oh, that
how it started
explains
just
why.
like 10 minutes prior, what more can you really expect? Next up, our Big Ma's burger sandwich,
All roads lead to Big Ma's.
which is quite formidable looking up close.
Wow.
There is definitely some marinara sauce hiding up there.
Yeah, you want to do the honors?
Though
Seriously?
surprisingly, in the mouth, the mozzarella sticks offer no molten cheese pull.
Yeah, I think maybe the mozzarella in order to like structural integrity is that melty.
Yeah, it looks more
Yeah, fuck.
more solid.
The taste of the burger is kind of hearty and satisfying,
And almost like adjacent.
Oh, interesting.
You know what I mean?
and it is definitely an out-of-the-box idea, but the reality of it is that it is kind of
Much
dense
better.
and a little dry.
You know what would be really good in is if you had marinara to
Whatever.
dip it in.
Oh,
It can be pretty later. Just needs to be done now.
Next time we gotta get that.
Keeping the cheese train going, next up are pepperoni pizza flats.
Getting very thirsty.
Yeah, we're drinking a lot of coffee and milkshakes. Cheers.
And though I wouldn't call this amazing pizza,
That's later Jack pizza.
Totally. Bowling alley pizza.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you have the pizza.
it's cheesy, it's greasy, it's satisfying to eat, and the flatbread is a nice, thin, almost naan-like crust.
It kind of looks like a giant Lunchable pizza,
Right.
but it tastes better than a Lunchable pizza.
It don't.
Lunchable pizza does not have good sauce.
What about lunch?
I've never had a
We
Lunchable.
didn't know what that was for a second.
And then for the last stop on the cheese train, our mac and
Yeah.
cheese bites.
It kind of like demented like yucca fries.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And unlike some other fried mac and cheese balls that can either be all batter or a lot of cheese, these were neither, and were actually mostly noodle.
I taste the noodle. I taste the noodle almost the most.
I kind of like that, actually.
Now for a little dip, as we heard that the sauces are a must try, I had the honey barbecue and Tyler had the buffalo garlic blitz.
Oh, mine's good.
That is one of the most intense flavors I've experienced. Ever.
So intense in fact that it launched a buffalo garlic monologue.
It started off with just a tsunami of garlic, and then it leveled out to a sour and intense buffalo vinegar. So there was no downtime. It was like all 10, baby. And we're walking off.
Put it on thick. Put it on a lot.
Crazy.
The classic boom boom sauce was a little tamer,
Very zesty.
It is like a zesty aioli of some kind.
I'm just like hummus.
but I think my golden barbecue was by far my favorite. Kind of just like tangy, mustardy goodness.
This one's the best.
Then finally, the best way to finish off a fry-heavy meal are Sheet's Coffee Station coffee.
You know what's settled right now? Our stomachs.
Yeah.
And this stuff was actually really good.
Solid.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
I actually do think it tastes kind of like a
Okay.
fancy coffee.
It's really good.
Ooh.
It was frothy, and rich and deep. And I do think you could taste the roast
That's
of the
what she
beans with a
said.
Z.
I mean, it does have a creamy, young taste, honestly.
Now, being objective, I was charmed by Sheets' funky vibe and personality. I do like the freak mascot, and I do think that its food is inventive in an experimental, fantasies that your munchies-induced mind may dream up kind of way.
You still all buzzed?
You feel completely crazy.
We're not gonna think
A little weird assortment of items.
In
I got sheets.
yes.
What the sheets, man?
What the sheets?
What the sheets am I gonna do?
Dread sheets.
We will reserve our final judgments until after we visited our third stop. I do have to admit, they did have a bit of a better mini CVS area, with flex tape, mini Tums, and the all-important wipes.
Dude, wipes. It's still wipes. Okay. This might be some serious stuff here.
Alright, let's go to Tennessee.
Alright.
Good. Holy shit.
So, this is actually going to be another unboxing video. But not as depressing as yesterday. I hope. I got a new hockey pen. Yeah. That's new, isn't it? Oh, let's crack her open. Ooh, then it should be pretty
Alright, so
simple.
we're here on this glorious morning, on our way to our third stop in this video, Buc-ee's.
Oh yeah.
Now, though Buc-ee's is very famous, there are actually a lot fewer Buc-ee's than there are Wawas and Sheets, with 51 locations concentrated mostly in the south.
So this is a high clue Super Bond. Feels a little smaller than Mom's, but maybe it's just about the same size and I'm just not paying attention.
Our video at Dollywood.
But, conveniently, nearby is the second largest Buc-ee's in the world.
And even though this is a very large Buc-ee's,
Okay, it's huge. That is a giant beaver.
That is a big beaver.
most Buc-ee's locations are much larger than the typical Wawa or Sheets, almost Costcoian in size, at around 35,000 square feet per store.
Alright, let's see how she works. I gotta turn the heat off. I think I have those things dry.
Gas pumps. Now, Buc-ee's was first founded by Arch Beaver Applin III in 1982 in Clute, Texas. Beaver was a nickname his mother gave him as a child, inspired by the Bucky the Beaver mascot from Ipana toothpaste commercials, so I guess this Beaver character here is a stand-in for Applin himself.
Okay. Using glue
And the
stick.
Buc-ee's empire was built on the concept of imitating the size and amenities of truck stops.
I don't think I'll be able to get 40 years out of this glue gun, but we'll see how long she runs.
And of course, snacks and merchandise.
Amazing. Yeah. These smells like Cold Stone.
And immediately when you walk in, you can tell this is a bit of a different shopping
Alright.
experience than Wawa or Sheets. There's some
Getting there.
I really totally understand. Actually, it really takes.
I have to dye this because they only had it in freaking badass gray.
As before I even spotted any food or snacks, I was immediately sucked into their giant merchandise section, which was divided into two sides. One side was kind of like a Walmart/Target
We have a
area.
little bit of this left, but it's awful
Non-core apparel.
crumbly. So,
Graphic tees that were so
I might
bad
just
they
toss
were
that.
amazing.
stick with the new stuff.
It says, wicked chickens lay deviled eggs. And though 10 minutes in, I was already overstimulated, I'm overwhelmed. Actually, I am pleased, excited, having a good time, but overwhelmed. I'm dressing one shirt.
Where is my skeletons? There's my skeletons.
But wait, there's more. The Walmart/Target section then quickly morphed into a home goods section, with some similarly punny, tongue-in-cheek decor items.
I'm not a hot mess. I'm a spicy disaster.
And also some surprisingly fancy items.
Where's my knife?
former hubs, like cowhides, whiskey towers, and wooden carvings.
It's a good application for Tennessee's shape.
Right, yeah, a drawer. Yeah. Look at that. Finally making it to the other side of the not food, there was a whole sort of Bass Pro Shops area over here with sporting goods,
We're not even close to water.
but also knives, barbecues, hunting paraphernalia, deep fryers, and more. And then finally, the extensive selection of Bucky the Beaver branded Bucky's merch.
It's Christmas at Bucky's. It's worth noting it's mid-October.
Beyond the classic beaver onesie, plus Christmas elf edition, there were dog toys,
Okay.
boxers, jewelry, t-shirts,
Really hot Bucky's.
beaver purses, crossbody bags,
Basically.
Good stuff. Here we
cherry
go.
scented candles, puppets, and whatever this is.
Why are you built like that?
But true to form, I decided to pick
Well,
out one of the remaining Halloween
do better.
shirts.
Oh,
And then
just trying to find my lighters now.
an hour, we emerged from the house and finally saw.
I like it when Mom comes down and straightens up a
Bucky's
bit,
is the
but I
barbecue
can't find it
sandwich, which can be
usually.
found at the Texas Roundup Barbecue Station.
Oopsie. Oh, it's okay.
They do have a few different sandwiches here, but the brisket is the most famous one and the one they're all
I
yelling
didn't eat
about.
that enough. Oh, fuck it. Keep going. Let's see what happens.
So I grabbed one. Bucky's is also famous for its beef jerky, and though they do have a large wall of bagged jerky over here, there is actually a deli counter of fresh jerky over here.
And these pieces are big. They're like this big.
Where they offer 26 different varieties of beef jerky. We quickly honed in on the Bohemian garlic flavor,
I didn't know that Bohemia was known for its garlic.
No, I did not know that.
mostly because the name caught our eye. Next up, we headed over to the sweet station.
Serious difference.
Yeah.
Serious difference.
On one side, there was a whole display of different varieties of fudge, made fresh daily in-house,
And then I think these things are like where they make the fudge in these vats.
and they also have a bunch of varieties of roasted candied nuts as well, which, after sniffing them, I'm pretty sure is the sweet wafting aroma that makes Bucky's smell so good. And then finally, there is almost like a normal convenience store section at the very back of the store, with refrigerated pre-made meals like sandwiches and salads, drinks, and a lot of Bucky's branded snacks, like chips, Funyuns, chocolate, and gummies, but we had to go for the classic beaver nuggets.
Which are not meat. They are in fact sweet popped corn puffs. So at first I was intimidated, but I think they're going to be pretty, at least neutral.
And then for our beverages, one slightly unhinged idea we had was to make the viral Bucky's DIY dirty soda by combining Bucky's root beer with a dash of Sundrop
Oh my god, it's green. No.
There it is.
Why is it green?
and then a dollop of sweet and creamy creamer on top to make a sort of bootleg root beer float.
Alright, it's very full now. Look at the part that's coming on top. It literally looks like coffee.
Oh, it's gnarly.
Though we were able to use the creamer again in a slightly more hinged scenario in our drip coffee from the coffee station.
An actual application of sweet drinking.
Back for more?
And with all of that, I think we were ready for a little taste test. Or at least, I had to exit the store before buying a giant Bucky's charcuterie board. And straight from the board to our mouths,
Brisket in the car.
first up was our barbecue brisket sandwich.
That's a meaty shot right there.
Oh, yeah.
That's a lot of meat.
That's what we want.
They stack these guys pretty tall.
And I get why they keep yelling about this thing, because it's pretty good.
Ooh, for tenderness.
Tender.
Yeah.
Perfect tenderness.
Just bite right through that thing. Wow.
The meat is sweet and smoky, and the sauce isn't dripping out at all.
It's not like a sauce overload with the barbecue sauce.
That's interesting because he put a lot of sauce on it.
You put a lot of sauce in it, yeah.
I thought
What you doing?
It's moist in there.
Oh, my first drop of glue.
The sandwich
Please,
is just
just
meat
be
and
good.
bread, though, so
I have it on high, moving it to low so I can lower my chances of third degrees today.
I feel like I could use like a vegetable.
Right.
A crunch.
Okay.
just to see how it goes.
Probably slaw.
Slaw.
Right, probably slaw.
Slaw. Dude, I would be so on board for some slaw.
From one meat to another, next up was our Bohemian garlic jerky,
Is this jerky beauty shot doing it for anyone?
which, give us just 1 second to chew.
That's very garlicky. That's very delicious.
I agree.
Yeah.
Tough.
Very well.
difficult to chew. Garlicky. Delicious.
Really delicious.
So, not a bad showing for our fair kingdom of Bohemia.
I'm quickly approaching the point where I need a drink or something.
Should we do our drinks next, just to have them?
Yeah.
Now, our TikTok viral root beer float hack, despite its inherent grossness, was actually not so bad.
That's amazing. That tastes like a root beer float.
Tyler was fully on board,
Oh yeah, it's a creamy and sweet.
though I'm going to give it more of a mixed review.
I think the initial flavor is very good. And then you know how like heavy cream, like half and half, has like a coating of your mouth at the end? There's like it's not an aftertaste.
Right.
It's an after feeling.
Yes.
It gets some points for some sheets-like experimentation, but the phlegmy sensation of the half and half kind of reduces the quenchiness. And something that's not going to
It's the quenchiest.
is our drip coffee,
Nice.
With more sweet cream.
which is definitely not bad coffee.
That's good coffee.
It's good.
Yeah. Good.
Ha.
Eating.
Release me.
Good.
But compared to the premium beans at Sheets, it is a little on the watery side. Next up for dessert, we had a little nutsack of roasted pecans.
Ah, look into my cone of wonders.
Yeah, I'm got my hands here to catch. Oh.
These things look legitimately fossilized.
They look like nuggets. They look indescribable.
They look inedible.
They look like tree bark.
But they taste incredible.
Oh wow.
Maple sugar.
Wow.
Oatmeal. Dino oatmeal.
Yeah.
That's so good.
Oh sure.
And even though it is very sweet, you can't tell there's a nut somewhere in there, so it doesn't taste just like pure sugar.
People need to know.
Do you guys know about nuts?
You know, but like deep coated sugar nuts.
Sugar nuts. That's my new nickname for you.
Sugar nuts.
Sugar nuts.
And then finally, the famous beaver nuggets.
Alright, cheers. Oh. Oh.
These things are pretty good. Flavor-wise, it's a mix of butterscotchy caramel and a little cheesy
I'm gonna leave
salty
this one
crunch.
off.
Usually a corn pop, doesn't it?
It tastes like pirate's booty, but covered in caramel.
A far cry from the beaver meat nuggets I thought I might have to eat going in.
Anyway, that's better than I thought it would be, honestly. Slightly addictive too, because of how like light and crunchy it is.
Yeah.
It's so airy in there.
Now, Buc-ee's is riding a serious hype train at the moment, and I do get the appeal. As a place, it's really fun, and the merch is great. See 3 Wicked Chickens.
They remind me of the niece geese in Aristocats. The ones that are looking for their uncle.
They remind me of the Golden Girls.
As for how it stacks up against our other competitors, it is probably time to get to our final rankings, but I will admit their mini CVS area was certainly quite built out.
We've got crime, perfect. Condoms, perfect. Tampons, pads, diapers, makeup wipes, that's pretty good.
With makeup wipes and baby wipes.
This is actually pretty good. This is like airport level.
Yeah.
Now, in order to be fair to each of our contestants' strengths and
depends.
weaknesses, we'll evaluate many different aspects of these
How does that
places.
look?
First up,
Good
the
pose?
overall vibes. Now, the vibes are pretty good everywhere, but I think you probably have
Let's
to give
sit for a
this
minute.
category
The
to
next one.
because it is the most outwardly fun and over the top, at least partially because of the amount of beaver present. But in terms of actual convenience to the customer, I think Wawa and Sheets both get good marks here. Buc-ee's is open 24/7, but there are a lot fewer of them, and as a store, they're so big, they're not really designed to get through quickly. For item variety, Buc-ee's
Oh
is
my
the
God.
winner here. I mean, their merch arsenal
Should I leave
is
that? I'm
amazing.
gonna leave that.
I
Looks
think
like there's
both
something
Wawa
crawling out of his
and
eyeball.
Sheetz could really step it up here
Nice.
because there is some serious demand. I mean, Sheetz already has the mascot, Wawa has Hoagie Fest. It just seems like a slam dunk. And in terms of a mini CVS section, unfortunately, as you've seen, Wawa's is dead last. For grab-and-go gas station
Yeah, I'm gonna
coffee,
leave that
Sheetz
there.
is the clear winner here
Alright.
with its gourmet beans with a Z.
This is good.
This is good coffee.
This is very good coffee.
And for food, I think that Sheetz has some experimental
Sure. Well, that's
options.
the same been the
and
other. They all
some
been the same
iconic
way.
ones. But I think Wawa has the most types of food you would want to eat on a daily basis for like a normal meal. Also, we didn't mention the bathrooms. All 3 were pretty clean and functional. Buc-ee's bathrooms are like award-winning, but I don't think they're that far ahead. They're just giant. And in terms of winner overall, we're gonna cop out and give a complex answer that depends on time of day and mood and level of sobriety. Some people might say Buc-ee's is the clear winner, but we have some caveats.
Maybe I'll just
While
turn
we
the
did
head sideways
really like it,
completely.
we think Buc-ee's is more of a spectacle, almost like a theme park. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if there was a Buc-ee's with a water slide somewhere.
It's almost like a carnival. They have food, they have a show, they have all of these things you can buy, memorabilia.
It's not just a stop, it's a destination.
Yeah, it is.
But I think its fresh food options are more limited because it doesn't have made to order. On that front, I think that Sheetz is really fun and innovative, perfect for late night munchies and deranged cravings. I do feel my inner Sheetz freak beginning to awaken. But for everyday routine and convenience, I think Wawa has an edge because not only does it have the variety of the touchscreen, it does also have the most stores in the most states. But a rotation of all three might lead to the happiest life. Wawa for lunch, Sheetz freaks at night, and Buc-ee's for special occasions. Tyler and I are already planning our next trip. Subscribe, and maybe I'll bring you a barbecue sandwich. And we will see you guys next time.
Now on digital. Be the first to watch Lilo and Stitch at home with exclusive bonus features, including featurettes, deleted scenes, and bloopers. This is Lilo and Stitch. I am now only on digital.
Hello, friends, and welcome to another video. This week, we're going to be eating at 3 different 7-Elevens in 3 different Asian countries. It's all 7-Eleven 24/7, baby. In 1927, the Southland Ice Company opened what is considered to be the world's first convenience store in Dallas, Texas, and thus the chain that would come to be known as 7-Eleven was born. And today, nearly 100 years later, 7-Eleven has grown to become the world's largest convenience store franchise, with over 85,000 stores in 19 different countries. Now, I would say most of us in the US are familiar with 7-Eleven, and though they can be very convenient and endearing and a great place to go on July 11th, I wouldn't say they have a reputation for being particularly nice, nor would I say they are usually a go-to spot for a quick pickup dinner. Unless you are me, hi, freshman year of college with my friend Richard. But that is not true in many Asian countries, as over the past few years, I've seen tons of videos about really good snacks, pre-prepared meals, cool machines, and other items offered at 7-Elevens across Asia, where it seems the 7-Eleven brand is still a fast
I don't know if that's because I got it on the cool setting or what.
Teas, bows, sandos, noodles, iced coffees, oh my. So on our last
There
few
we go.
production
That
trips to
looks
Asia,
better.
we decided to visit a 7-Eleven in each country we went to.
Stop stringing on me!
And Japan. Both so we could try some famous
I
snacks.
get a hot glue gun if needed. Water!
But also mostly just
Ooh,
feast.
stinker.
And if you guys like this international convenience store content, let us
Oh.
know. And maybe
that's
we'll
lovely
do
and
part
cool. That's
2
why
as
I'm
we
stringing
continue
so
our
much.
travels. I have my eye on you, biggest 7-Eleven in the world in Thailand. All right. Let's go. But before we dig in, I just want to give a quick shout out to the sponsor of today's video, Rosetta Stone, your most convenient way to learn a new language. Because there's no better way to get more out of your travel experience other than going to 7-Eleven multiple times on a daily basis, of course, than to know
And that
at
one's
least some
definitely
of
gonna
the
have
language of
them
the country
separated.
you're visiting. And since our most recent
That needs a little
production
bit more
trip was our
security,
third
I
trip to
guess,
Japan,
for my
we
separate
figured
thing.
it was probably time to start trying to learn a few more Japanese words besides just arigato gozaimasu and konbini. Now, in case you've been living under a stone, Rosetta Stone is a language learning program that offers lessons in 25 different languages. And they've been at it for years. You guys might remember those vintage ads with all the yellow discs, but now its language learning software is fully available anywhere, on your computer or phone, and they offer lessons as short as 5 minutes. So it's easy to fit your learning into a busy schedule and or on the go. Currently doing my lesson on an overnight train. And Rosetta Stone really leans on an immersive learning method that presents you with images and words entirely in the new language you're learning. So
There we
even
go.
if you're at an uber beginner
That's one way to
level
get rid
like
of
us,
the
your brain will intuitively start to
threads.
make connections between the two. One of my favorite features is the True Accent speech recognition technology, which actually gets you speaking the language out loud and also makes sure your accent is up to snuff by comparing it to native speakers.
Alright, these need a little bit more
An
color.
exclusive discount of over 60% off an unlimited language lifetime subscription. That's
So
access
you
to
get the
all
sand
25
right
languages
here, but
forever at the link in the
need
description
something
below
blended.
or by scanning the QR
Right.
code on screen.
That's
You
right.
can start your language journey today. And with that, I think it's time for a snack. So our first 7-Eleven was in Singapore, located appropriately in the Jewel Mall at the Changi Airport. Yes, we spent a lot of time at the Singapore airport and just kept coming back. This is actually the first 7-Eleven cafe concept store in Singapore. What that means exactly, I guess we'll find out. Now, 7-Eleven is Singapore's most popular convenience store chain with around 500 stores in every corner of the city. And though the layout of the store isn't wildly different from a Western 7-Eleven, you can immediately clock the differences in the inventory. From the refrigerated drink selection, oh my god, I haven't seen Ovaltine in forever. I love Ovaltine, what the heck? To the full aisle of instant noodles,
It's like a wall of noodles.
to the undeniable Pokemon through line,
Oh, that's Pokemon. Oh my god, what the heck?
Flip flop.
Wait, that's so cute.
figurines, milks,
This melon flavored milk is kind of interesting.
Wholesome.
and Oreos,
They had more flavors at the Shopping Center, but there is a lot of Pokemon here.
and then fittingly for the airport, some Singapore souvenirs and travel pillows. But we were here to eat, so it was on to the refrigerated food section to start.
So, in lieu of like a classic egg in a bag, there are, well, eggs in a bag.
Right.
I also like that this like chicken breast looks like a dinosaur tooth.
Just like here in the States, a lot of Singaporean 7-Eleven customers are also interested in viral Japanese 7-Eleven items, so they do stock a fair amount of those, like the famous onigiri.
I
Yeah.
think we should probably get one,
Yeah.
just because I feel like they're kind of iconic. Iconic.
And the also iconic Hokkaido milk custard cream puffs.
I think these are them.
Want to get them?
Yeah, I think so.
Below that, there were some microwavable pre-prepared items, a lot of which seem to have classic Indian flavors, like curry chicken, butter chicken biryani.
But this sticks out to me. It's butter chicken enchilada.
That sounds like 7-Eleven to me.
I feel like that could be a nice East meets West moment.
And as for a drink, though we had seen some intriguing cursed options in the back, like these Warhead sour sodas,
It'll be death in a can.
Literal death.
my curiosity got the better of me, and I picked up this instead.
This is a white fungus drink, and they're presenting it so casually that I think that we must get it.
Yeah.
It's not in a special case. It's not like, hey, by the way, it's fungus. It's like right next to the teas. It's white fungus drink.
And we did notice a lot of alternative chip flavors in the bagged snack section, like grilled lobster and then scallop flavored Lay's.
Scallop seems like a random flavor.
It seems crazy.
I hate
It's
scallops.
still a mystery.
And beyond scallop chips, we also picked up some
Prawn Pringles. Chili tangy prawn and garlic prawn.
Wow. Those sound good.
They're prongles.
Prongles.
Yeah.
But if you were looking for some gum to ward off scallop breath, you're not going to find it here.
One thing to note is that there's no chewing gum in Singapore, right? So they have Eclipse Chewy Mints. I actually kind of want some. Like, I could use this.
Yeah, you could.
Nice, thank you. Too many prongles.
The 7 Cafe on the side
guys need
seems
to
to be
decide
kind
to
of
try
like a
for a bit.
barista bar with specialty drinks and some baked goods. And we had been hoping to start our taste test off with a coffee from the cafe, especially because we filmed this the day after our all-nighter and we were struggling.
Is anyone else absolutely binging
So, I don't know what
the
this is, but it's
K-pop Demon Hunter soundtrack besides me?
Unique drinks or coffees for us. I guess we're gonna have to wait till next time. And instead, first up on the tasting menu were our dry snacks.
Once you pop, the fun don't stop.
I died this,
Now,
so I
these
guess I'm using
crumbles
it.
are true to name,
What's going on you? Devastating a start.
and that they do lean very shrimpy and marine, so probably not for everyone.
It started off spicy. It entered a mid-phase of like full-on shrimp. Then it ended with Pringle. I'll have another one.
But on the
I'd love some extra texture, but unfortunately this is all that's available right now. I am not waiting to...
This one's better than the prawns.
I can't say that the flavor is overtly undersea scallop. It's a little smoky and savory.
It almost has like
Once I
a
get it all crunched down, it should be fine.
woody flavor, but that doesn't make sense.
Good. Really a little fire.
An uncooked
Alright.
barbecue. Try it here.
But whatever
Here
it
we
was,
go.
Tyler liked it enough to house several handfuls in the blink of an eye. Oh my god, that's so many. That's so many scallop chips.
Oh, really good.
Next up was our bulgogi chicken onigiri, which was a bit of a puzzle to open.
Oh, that's easy. Oh,
I just
Can you tell I've never had one of these
don't want to
before?
get burned, so
I did
just
my
make it
best.
thick right
I
now.
lost a little weight in the process. The first few bites are pretty rice forward. There's proportionally a lot of rice, which means I'm like kind of taking a while to swallow.
right.
But overall, very good. And once I made it there, the chicken in the middle was waiting for me with a nice hit of mayonnaise and a little spice. This is a good like hands family.
Yeah.
I totally see this. Yeah.
Fast, cold, on the go.
Just a heap of rice to the face. Now, the white fungus tea turned out to actually be like a beauty tonic, I think. It's the kind of thing that's supposed to be like good for you.
Yeah,
Right?
This is
See,
a
look
thing
at
that's
It's supposed to be good
And
for you.
then
As
we
white
lay on
fungus
top
or
like it
snow
just
fungus
fell
is a
down.
type of mushroom rich in plant collagen. Smells like rice. Though despite the intimidating name, the drink is very plain and unscary. Not bad.
Where's the
Not bad at all.
where's
It tastes like sweet
I just had
rice water.
the brand new package of Haku sticks.
The slightest hint of mushroom. Though it did take me a while to realize the pulp at the bottom is the actual white fungus part, but it's kind of just like a little gelatin down there, so not too bad. For a little pre-entree dessert, we popped open our viral cream puffs, which did live up to the hype. Wow.
Yeah.
Super good. Notably, the cream inside, let me buy 1 1/2 and show you. Let me just get another one. Was almost like a custard, but not too sweet. It's got a little more body to it.
Yeah. It looks inviting.
You need one of these. And the outer
I need to
pastry
do
was
a
nice
little bit hotter.
and soft and light.
Nice.
I think the worry with like
Watch
something
me
that
regret
looks
this in, like,
is
5
that it might be,
minutes.
like a little tough, a little stale, potentially Twinkie-esque, a little zombified.
That's my corn
10 out of 10 would definitely recommend.
Here's the cream just exploded out. That's like my favorite thing about food.
And then to round out our meal, we had our butter chicken enchilada, fresh out of the on-premises microwave. Nice and steamy and cheesy. Very nice. Only fork and spoon. We're gonna eat this enchilada. And I would say the initial impression was overall solid. Really comforting. With a lot of like dough in the enchilada.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like a full like carby wrap. It seems like the enchilada part of the dish is mainly just the format, as there isn't much in the way of Mexican flavors, so it was mostly just kind of like a butter chicken hot pocket. Though despite becoming enemies with this wooden spoon, okay, I like your work here, I like what you're doing here, Tyler seemed pretty pleased overall.
If this was like a 7-Eleven snack food, like late night, out of options, instead of just eating like 8 Jimmy Deans, this is pretty damn good.
So though the Prongles knocked me on my heels, I would say overall,
Ooh,
a pretty
no,
good
not
show
that
for
one.
Singaporean 7-Eleven. Are you just eating now? Are you just eating? Yeah.
And here comes the messy part.
Some caffeine to lift me
Making
out
sure
of my
everything
butter chicken
stays
enchilada fever.
stuck.
So I hope whatever was
Forever
happening
and
with
ever
this
and ever and
is
ever and
not
ever
a
and ever and
McDonald's
ever
ice
and
cream
ever and
machine
ever and ever.
situation. So the next country up on our 7-Eleven tour was Malaysia, and we stopped by this store in Banda Puteri Puchong, a little outside the Kuala Lumpur city center. All right, so we're here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, outside of a very large 7-Eleven. It is not the largest 7-Eleven in the world, but it is close. It's a very big one, and we chose this location over the 2,500 other ones in the country because it contains the largest 7 cafe in the world. But there's also plenty of other stuff in there. So we're gonna go in there and feast our eyes and our mouths, shall we?
Let's do it.
You have to do this.
Now this
Finish
7-Eleven
this
is
one
actually
tomorrow.
2 stories tall, with most of your usual 7-Eleven stuff located on the spacious first floor. It's nice in here.
Come on, eat it.
It's cold, which is nice, but it's also nice with frozen treats, pre-made items, bagged snacks, drinks, etc.
Some
But there are
projects
also
you just
things
gotta
that
get your
make this
hands dirty with
7-Eleven
them.
Special. Oh my god. 7-Eleven merch. For example, this nice selection of 7-Eleven branded apparel in this fridge over here. I do also like the groovy pillow.
Oh, yeah.
I will
I don't know
let this dry. and then put another layer of clear glue on it. Let that dry, and then shake it, and if anything, I will
There's an
put more.
emphasis on stocking the in-house 7-Eleven brand walnut-flavored sunflower seeds, nut-flavored nuts, as well as a lot of local Malaysian brands. So you have your Malaysian Malaysian Chips Ahoy.
Don't know if I have enough of this now.
As well as
A lot
your
more than I
Malaysian
thought.
version of Kit Kat.
Break me off a piece of that thing. I can always just take it.
Take it out a piece of that Take It bar.
Yeah.
And though I think most 7-Elevens have some collectibles and figurines, in this giant 7-Eleven, there's actually an entire aisle of Funko Pops in the back. Lumiere from Beauty and the Beast, which is Jenny from Blackpink. We have a Johnny Knoxville.
Yeah, cheering.
Actually a pretty strong Funko Pop selection, to be honest. Now, moving on to the second floor. Oh, hello. It's cute up here. It's actually a peaceful, almost open concept space with a big scenic window in the corner. There's like a whole like a bookstore vibe up here. There's kind of like
I have a feeling this is gonna end badly.
That's fine. I think those
Another drink.
I wasn't ready to see his face. And then also a skincare / beauty corner with shelves on the wall cutely designed to
Much
look like
better.
a refrigerator with pre-made dishes. Superfood salad for skin. I thought it was gonna be cold for some reason. I was like, why is this not refrigerated? But then I realized it's not actually food. It's not food. I almost went to town over here, but our dwindling luggage space really killed my vibe. Because there's milk body wash and it kind of looks like a bottle of milk. But leaving the fake food behind upstairs, it was time to load up on some real snacks downstairs. Now, in the ice cream freezers at the front, there were some durian options available, but we had already had
try durian.
multiple durian fests during our Malaysia trip, but we have not tried corn ice cream.
I think corn we missed a little bit.
Corn ice cream. That sounds like a
Corn bad.
And once we found a corn flake ice cream as well, the party was on. Now we're going to a corn fest.
Corn fest.
Corn hub. Corn hub? Corn hub. Speaking of
Oh, it
trying something
exists,
different,
probably.
from the refrigerated drinks aisle, I picked up a beverage that I've been hearing about a lot on our trip, bird's nest drink. I
Oh,
keep
God, no.
asking, like, what it
Here's
is,
my
and the
drink.
answer is, like, literally it is a bird's nest, somehow distilled, which, like the white fungus drink in Singapore, I think is like a collagen drink, but way more intimidating sounding.
I think that there's some birds that like make nests with their spit. So they get like that. It's not like twigs, it's like spit.
Oh, okay.
You're gonna get it.
Perfect. Yum. Moving right along, there were some refrigerated pre-made meals we considered, some sandwiches, and even more onigiris. Oh my god,
At least me.
this one. As well as some enticing
Your
Malaysian
clutches.
dishes, like nasi goreng, and some just add water instant nasi lemak.
To be fair, we just had that
We just had that like an hour ago.
for breakfast.
But we decided to opt for it in chip form instead, as we found some nasi lemak chips amongst all the unusual chip flavors.
Those are kind of good, actually.
Those are kind of good, right? And in case you don't know what that is, we will explain later. We also picked up a couple items from the hot bar near the registers, a lamb samosa and a curry pow, before heading hopefully up the stairs to the 7 Cafe. Now, the 7 Cafe here was actually doing a collab pop-up with a matcha company called Nico Neko, which we were really excited about when we chose this store, but unfortunately, they were already sold out of almost everything we were interested in by the time we got there. So, we are not getting anything from here, but it looks cute. I'm not going to blame this on a faulty coffee making machine like in Singapore, but we are not shaking the McDonald's ice cream machine accusations thus far. So we had to settle for our bird's nest drink as our refreshment. I'm nervous.
The glue all the way down to the bottom.
A pretty expensive delicacy, usually eaten as a soup, so it's kind of interesting that it's made its way onto the 7-Eleven shelves. It smells okay. And having learned from our white fungus drink, the bits floating around are the actual bird's nest, which is, yes, saliva. And is
Great, I'm just taking the top off for this, I'm done. Take forever to dry, but that's what tomorrow's for.
The taste is actually not so bad. It's fine.
Mom, my hands are sticky. I can't answer the
Just like
phone.
sweet water, maybe a little ricey, with some pulp. The bird's nest kind of like dissolves in your mouth if you like tongue it a little bit. It's not like too bouncy or chewy. You know what I mean? It's not like tough. It's actually it's fine. Probably best not to think about it too much.
Probably not.
On the agenda, we had our nasi lemak interesting flavored chips. Ooh, smell a little fish in there. Now, if you don't know, nasi lemak is a famous Malay dish often eaten for breakfast, consisting of rice, peanuts, anchovies, and when we got it, a pretty intense spicy sauce. It is a little bit like
Let go.
Wonka-ish.
There we go.
Different flavors.
I wanted to be flatter, but I can flat it out next
I think
time.
the lasting impression is a little bit of like spicy peanut.
That'll do for now.
But for Tyler, It was pretty much all spicy peanut. Moving on to our hot dishes, we'd gotten a lamb samosa, which even though the lamb was almost pureed, did some good slow sippings with some secret potatoes hiding underneath, and then we also got a green curry pow. It does look green. It's a green curry, baby. Although the curry filling was slightly ratioed by the dough,
That's really good.
it was still very flavorful.
It's not that much meat, but like really tastes like a mouthful of curry.
Not too spicy, with a fresh taste of ginger and basil.
There's a curry there. Why? It's a fun curry delivery press.
And then it was time for our corn test hub. First up, this husky boy.
It's going to.
A little bit of skew, that's fine. I don't mind. Not a problem. We can live with that.
Now, I thought that this might have been encased in like a chocolate shell, but it was actually just ice cream molded into an intricate ear of corn shape.
All right.
Now's the time. Hi, Mom. What's going on here? Oh, I see the problem. I have my headphones connected. Can you hear me? I'm good. I just couldn't figure out how come your voice was coming from across the room and not my phone. Let me shut that off. Working on some things. Getting those picture frames I got taken apart and glued up for their moss.
Did you find those pattern?
I did. It was. I don't know. It was in the pile of plushies. I found it.
Amazing. Well, you put it there.
I put it that direction.
Well, there you go. Rest of that back. You working tomorrow?
No. My next. Yeah, hang on a second. Let me look at my calendar. Better not be. What day is today? Where am I? What month is it? Thursday.
Are you absolutely sure tomorrow's Tuesday?
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, I'll see you tomorrow.
Alright, I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, good night, Mama.
Love you.
Good night, love you too. I don't know if she got it. Okay, there we go. There we go.
Cheers. Oh. At first it tastes like corn, and then the sugar came in.
The corn flavor is not really a fresh corn. It's more of a corn in a can, but
Actually, it's good.
not overwhelmingly corny, but definitely a little corny.
I might have just found a single piece of corn, because something just got stuck in my teeth.
And for Tyler's corn flake ice cream,
Oh wow. It looks pretty good, honestly.
I'm very excited about this thing.
it was kind of like a serialized version of a Haagen-Dazs bar
Heart crunch.
with a corn flake studded outer shell.
I will.
Okay.
Lots of cereal.
How are you guys doing over here?
Wow.
The shell itself and the ice cream inside ended up being cereal milk flavored.
And where's that bag?
And as a
Brought
brainwashed
bag
newbie
downstairs.
cereal
Put
kid,
it down.
Tyler
It
was
had
quite
parts in
liking
it.
this thing.
Body
Are you
parts.
serious?
Here's my body part bag.
Freshness that helps the barrier.
Here.
Yes.
There's the bag, but where's the body? Down the body.
Skincare for soft, irresistible pits.
We'll do these butterfly wings.
Professional level next. Calls for new Lysol dual action.
There we go.
They don't just disinfect, they scrub with built-in scrubbers that
Carefully,
can
just
tracing grime.
rip the wings off the butterfly. You get one chance to get this right, so don't fuck it up.
A diaper this free sets them free. Only Pampers Cruisers 360 have a 360 stretchy waistband for up to
There we go.
100% leak-proof fit on every wild child. Pampers Cruisers 360.
I have other butterflies over there, but they're blue, and the last like 12 butterflies I made were blue. I'm tired of looking at blue butterflies. So I got these that got a little bit more color in them. So aren't they pretty? Got some reds and some greens. Still wet, but that's okay. There we go. I should. I get like the butterfly wings falling off. Put both of them on. Have to get rid of strings.
I was about to cheers you.
These ones are a little smelly, but that's okay. We do not judge wings here.
In the background by myself. Actually, update. I found more chunks. So I think it's supposed to be pulpy.
So after a slightly corny end to our taste test, it was about time to head on to our third stop.
I got the merch.
It was worth it.
Put
So
that
our
down
third
there
and
even.
final stop, for this video at least, is at this 7-Eleven in Tokyo, Japan, nearby Sophia University.
God, it's so strange.
Now, full disclosure, we just got back from this trip, so we filmed at this 7-Eleven almost a year after the previous two, and I'm gonna come clean.
I'm a huge fan of Japanese 7-Elevens. I've been in a few before, quite a few. So I wouldn't say any of this is new to me, but yet the childlike wonder still persists.
And 7-Eleven Japan is kind of the mothership of all 7-Elevens, as even though 7-Eleven was originally founded in Texas, the OG 7-Eleven company was actually bought out by 7-Eleven Japan in 2005, which had been licensing the 7-Eleven name to run convenience stores in Japan since the 1970s.
All right, immediately over here,
Cured meats, baby.
meats in packages, including cheese and fish sheets. Nice. It's like cheese sticks and fish sticks together as one.
And there are currently over
have
21,000
a
7-Eleven
sneak
stores
peek
in
of how
Japan,
these are
and
supposed to
it's
look.
the largest convenience store chain in the country, operating in all 47 prefectures.
Put here.
Look at that.
The fairy goes there.
And though Japanese 7-Elevens
example.
come in many shapes and sizes, and there are some variations in stock, seasonally and regionally, they generally offer a wide variety of items that lend themselves to something in
frame
between
like
a
that.
lifesaver in a pinch and a mini grocery
And then you
store
get your little
function.
dead fairy.
And I would say this
the
7-Eleven
wall.
is pretty par
I
for
think
the
that'll be
course,
cute when it gets
stocked
done.
with all the staples,
But everything
nice
needs to dry.
instant noodles, and frozen
And I need
treats,
to not break the
tons of
glass.
dried snacks,
Including dried squid of a few different varieties. Smoked, dried, and dried. And spicy fried.
to a whole slew of vitamin jellies and energy drinks. I've heard that one of these is a magic hangover cure. To the party responsible for said hangover,
We've got a nice selection of alcohol over here, including alcohol in
This
like
needs to
milk
dry
powder.
first.
They call that the Japanese Franzia.
There you go.
to cleaning products, makeup, skincare, hair care, and more.
Looks like toiletries in here, and electronics and masks, and dry shampoo. So we truly have everything. And hairbrush. Oh,
So for the purposes
I need to
of
make some more
alcohol,
clowns, I think.
there are a number of viral snacks at 7-Eleven, which we can zone in on.
ooh, this is something I've seen people do on TikTok, and for some reason,
Ow! Everything hurts when I do that.
and then you mix it in like a smoothie machine at the front.
I've mostly seen people get the berry ones, but the green smoothie was looking kind of good to me. Maybe I was in need of some veggies.
I'm gonna do the veggie one. Go. Despite Tyler's protests, I'm going with the greens.
Besides that, the bulk of the stuff we wanted to get was in the pre-prepared area, both refrigerated and non. This refrigerated section is a serious treasure trove. Viral items like the onigiris on their home turf and the sandwiches.
This sandwich is super famous. The egg salad sandwich. It's simple but amazing.
But there's also just a huge spread of really legit meals.
This looks just good.
Sides, rice dishes, noodles,
This looks good too. I don't even know what this is, but I would eat it.
and it's a serious lifesaver in a pinch. Like if you forget to eat dinner and you want something to eat in your hotel, which we definitely did at least twice on this trip. And a noodle sandwich.
Oh, it's literally a noodle sandwich.
Right.
Alright, we're trying this.
And for dessert, we've been interested in this sweet potato ice cream.
It's a little stringy, but
It's
it's what it is, I
that
guess.
was not available while
They don't
we were
make them
here,
look they used
and
to.
then I almost went for the MBTI personality test gummies.
I took it 10 years ago and I was an ENTJ, but I don't think I'm extroverted anymore.
We picked up one of these green Sakura desserts instead.
This one seems sort of interesting.
Tri-colored dumplings with red bean and mugwort. Now there are so many viral items from
This
Japanese
one just
7-Eleven. It
toss.
was hard to feel like we got a good
Different
sampling,
type
but
of
I think we
moss.
did pretty well.
Alright, why it's
Let's check out.
We're purchasing our items
All right.
and blending our green smoothie in the special smoothie machine near the checkout counter.
Oh, we're going. Oh, yeah. It's
Okay,
happening.
let's finish this,
There it
guys.
is, my green machine.
We headed upstairs to the seating area to do our taste test.
This is a copier up here. Like a huge copier.
It's a cake of 7-Eleven, baby.
Honestly, that's awesome.
It's great.
And first up in our haul was the green smoothie. Not too greeny, which, exciting blending situation aside, was quite good.
But I think I saw some kale in there. Not too kale-y. Actually pretty nice and pineapple-y.
Classic green machine, baby.
So if you are in need of a quick veggie fix on your travels, I would recommend.
I do feel some leaves, but I don't taste them, which is the key to a green smoothie.
Next up is a serious viral classic, the egg salad sando.
I can't lie to you guys, I have had this before.
Often.
A lot. I'm so familiar with its taste, I can't even like pretend. I can't fake it.
Egg salad sandwiches are generally popular as a quick grab-and-go meal in Japan, and the one at 7-Eleven specifically is present in pretty much every 7-Eleven haul video I've ever seen.
Why, hello there. Hello there, old girl.
Beautiful and crustless, baby.
And I think people like it because it's so pillowy soft, as the egg salad is very smooth and the bread is moist and airy.
I usually like more things in my egg salad, like maybe celery, maybe paprika. There's nothing else in this egg salad, but it's still amazing.
This is what I ate for breakfast like 50% of the days of our trip. Would also recommend.
I also don't like it so good, but it's so good.
Next up, we had our viral pancake sandwich. And this one, I have never tried before.
Ooh, it's soft, spongy.
Initially, I had thought I might want something more in between the two pancakes.
Oh, there's a glob of maple syrup in the center. Sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full. There's a glob.
But because of said globs of margarine,
This fabric actually glows in the
it's
dark.
not dry at all, and is
I didn't know
overall a
that.
very satisfying bite.
So it's fun.
It's actually the most genius solution I've ever seen for eating pancakes on the go.
Yeah.
It's like optimized. This is a hack. This is a hack to just get to eat pancakes.
So does this
And
one.
this thing is so easy to eat, it disappeared in seconds flat. And then to continue our trend of sandwiches, a noodle sandwich, or yakisoba pan.
Life with the pancakes has this sausage throw it in a hoagie roll.
There's the marker.
Sure was going to be dry,
Alright, let's see.
but apparently not.
Saucy.
Saucy.
Saucy noodle.
Okay, that's good, because I was worried it was going to be dry.
Not dry.
Not dry.
I'm not sure the flavor of the noodles was Tyler's favorite, as he said they were kind of bitter and buckwheaty.
What's the main flavor, would you say? Carb?
Carby. Unmitigated carb.
But the format is pretty intriguing. It's efficient, clean, on the go, a great way to eat noodles with no utensils. And then, kind of like my love affair with the egg sando, one of Tyler's favorite things at Japanese 7-Eleven is the pizza bag,
Wow.
which is a steamed bun with tomato sauce and cheese inside.
The cheese is so melty and molten. It's good.
This thing is pretty simple, but kind of genius. It's just pure warm and comfort.
Experience-wise, it's kind of like eating gnocchi, where like the bow kind of like simulates potato.
It's like pillowy.
Yeah.
And honestly, it might be one of the top alternative pizza formats.
It's just like it's kind of like a soft hot pocket.
Yes.
I think it beats the bagel at the very least, and the cone.
That's the power of the bow, baby.
And then for dessert, our tricolored dango or dumplings, which were all made out of very soft and sticky mochi or rice paste.
The inside is red bean, which I like, but it is that kind of like starchy, sweet flavor. It's just like straight red bean.
Initially, I thought that only the pink dumpling had red bean inside, and the other two had mugwort in them.
I don't know exactly what that is, but we're about to find out.
But after tasting them,
I was wrong. They're all red bean and mugwort on the inside.
no, I was wrong. After watching a couple of videos, I think they do actually have different distributions of red bean and mugwort inside. I think. But they're all pretty good.
Mugworty.
What does mugwort taste like? Not sure. It mostly tastes like red bean to me. It looks good.
And I think the way we can bring this full circle is, though these three dumplings look similar on the outside, like the 3 7-Elevens we went to, they have slight differences, which make you appreciate each for different reasons. Though let's be honest, Japanese 7-Eleven is everyone's daddy. We had a few favorites from each place, like the scallop-flavored Lays and the technically Japanese cream puffs from Singapore, our Corn Hub ice cream bars, and the 7-Eleven merch from Malaysia, and in addition to the items we already liked from Japan, the pancake sandwich and the green smoothie are good ones to add to the repertoire. And though let's be real, American 7-Elevens may never live up to their overseas counterparts, although this one isn't so bad. Some good news for us, apparently there are some Japanese 7-Eleven products that might make their way stateside. So, Fingers crossed. Let us know down below what country's 7-Eleven you'd like to see next, and if they have a corn-shaped ice cream we can eat. So make sure to shamash that like button and shamash that subscribe button if you haven't already. And we will see you guys next time.
I got something coming up.
You're gonna want to hear this.
What's happening?
Part of the same rock understanding.
Wow. Did I make another big one out of this?
Hello, friends, and welcome to another video. Tonight, I'm going to be rating everything I eat at this Malaysian night market. It's about to be a durian fest, people. It's about to be one long durian fest.
Night markets. Hot, smoky,
I think I'm gonna go for
crowded,
the big one.
steaming,
I'm gonna go for another big one.
delicious, and a fixture all across Asia. Now, if you're not familiar with them, night markets are basically open-air markets where different vendors will sell all types of street food and potentially other wares until the wee hours of the morning. Fried, barbecued, dripping on fire, the food that is, not the wares. And I've seen a fair amount of night market videos on YouTube, from short-form bites that leave you wanting more, to extra long-form videos where people will walk through an entire night market and show what seems like hundreds of stalls in one place, featuring tons of mouth-watering dishes that I really want to try. From refreshing-looking multicolored desserts to vats of springy noodles, skewers of all types, and durian in every shape, form, orientation, and size. And also a few unique and kind of intimidating dishes like grilled stingray and stir-fried snails. And so during our filming trip to Malaysia,
we're gonna do it this way.
a
All right.
place well known for its night market culture, we knew we had to hit up a market or two and try and find some of these street food dishes that look so good online, IRL, and bring them from the screen to my mouth. So with that, Malaysian night market mukbang. Skewer meat.
Can't see a damn thing,
Now,
can you
I do
guys?
think that taking
I'm
some
drawing
culinary
patterns.
risks and pushing yourself to try new things is always a good thing. It's not such a good idea to take risks when you're surfing online. That's right, you know it's coming. If you want to use some internet protection, look no further than the sponsor of today's video, NordVPN. Now, if you don't know what NordVPN is, VPN stands for Virtual Private Network. Emphasis on the private. I spend a lot of time online, traversing a number of sites, including occasionally buying suspicious things from suspicious places. And not only do I want to protect my data from snoopers and scammers, I would also prefer if my ISP wasn't tracking my activity online and potentially selling that information to advertisers. Spying on me while I'm at my most vulnerable, browsing on my own toilet, is nothing sacred. Nord's new threat protection feature also provides another layer of defense against malicious websites, trackers, intrusive ads, and even prevents you from downloading malware, saving you from your own rogue clicks even when your VPN is not on. And of course, Nord also lets you access the internet from proxy servers around the world, like Albania, Algeria, Andorra, and Vietnam, so you can access content that's blocked in your region. I literally use Nord all the time to watch Outlander on Danish Netflix. It helps me relate to my Scottish sister-in-law.
Cut out the wrong fucking one, you dumbass.
Internet protection. Make sure to check out nordvpn.com/Sophia to find out how you can get a 2-year plan plus 4 extra months. That's nordvpn.com/Sophia. And there's a 30-day money
Those are
back
easy,
guarantee.
this part.
Alright, so with that, back to the market. Now, we have been in Malaysia for a few days at this point, having spent over 24 hours at the world's largest hotel, video coming soon, and also attending Malaysia Fashion Week and getting my makeup done by a Malaysian celebrity makeup artist. And while in Kuala Lumpur, we were staying in the Bukit Bintang neighborhood, which is a shopping, entertainment, and nightlife district.
That leaves me with this little bit. I don't think I can do much with.
Including a mall with a roller coaster inside, a bakery right next door to our
Maybe.
hotel that sells
Maybe I can get one tiny one.
and starting at 5 p.m. every night, it is also home to one of the more famous night markets in KL.
So we're here at the Jalan Alor Night Market in Kuala Lumpur, and we're about to just go to town.
Literally translating to Alor Street, Jalan Alor is a half a kilometer long alley that has over 200 street vendors and permanent restaurants, making it the biggest daily night market open in Kuala Lumpur. Most of these vendors start setting up around 4:30 p.m. and until about 1 in the morning, serving up a huge variety of different dishes. Malaysia is known for being a culinary melting pot where East Asian and South Asian and Southeast Asian cuisines meet and make food babies quite literally, and lots of different cuisines are represented here, as well as a fair amount of those viral street food items that we've seen that are on our checklist. Speaking of viral, from some other people's comment sections, it seems like Gelana Lore may be a bit of a touristy night market, so the prices may be a bit higher than a locals only joint, but it's also supposed to be really good, so here we are.
There are a few dynamics at play. 1, it's pretty hot. 2, it's pretty humid. 3, it might rain at any moment. 4, it's crowded. 5, it's a weekend, so it's even more crowded. But we're gonna do it. I also had a Malaysian celebrity makeup artist do my makeup. Oh yeah,
That was
which
All right.
is why
Now
I
we need
look so
something
glamorous.
for
It
your
may
butts.
not last for the evening, but that's
You know
not
what?
his fault.
Fuck it. Everything is being purple until I go upstairs to get something different.
Test here, okay?
So there are a near
Okay,
infinite
so I got
number
two
of
bigs
street
and a
boxes
small.
here, so we are not going to be able to peek eat this place. So sorry for the clickbait if that's the title we went with. So to create our mukbang, we've built out a few categories in which we can slot in a lot of different dishes that we think seem unique, viral, and hopefully tasty. Starting with appetizers, for which our first stop semi-perfectly was right at the mouth of the Gelana Lore Alley.
The first one's kind of a wild card, but it is so aesthetically pleasing that we had to get it.
Yes.
It's
It is washable
sticky
marker.
tofu.
Now, cho tofu,
So,
which quite literally
it comes off.
translates to smelly
Still scary to
tofu,
look at.
is a fermented tofu dish that's famous for stinking to high heaven, with a pungent odor that is often compared to sweaty socks.
It doesn't smell from here, but we'll see what it's like in the mouth.
Yes, that's really where it hits you.
And it's well known on the internet as like a challenge food to see if Westerners can handle the stink. But once again, per the name, everyone thinks it smells.
Nice.
They gave us fresh stink.
Now, I thought that maybe this was supposed to be an Instagrammable stinky tofu, like black ice cream or a charcoal goth latte,
It looks like a brick.
It really does.
It looks like a piece of house.
but apparently it's a night market staple, and its goth color comes from the black mushroom brine it's fermented in.
Honestly, it's not that stinky. I smell mostly like just like a chili sauce.
We thought that maybe the stink could have been drowned out by just the plethora of smells in the night market, but upon biting in,
It's not that stinky.
Not this stinky?
No, it's kind of just like spicy.
Yeah?
It's like chili, spicy, warm, crispy. Honestly, this is like kind of sick stinky tofu.
though there was a bit of a salty brine to the hot broth,
Come on.
with a smack of scallion and garlic to it,
Stick it in. Shove it in there.
it was more savory than funky.
I got no stink. I got flavor.
So maybe we are rebranding the stinky tofu to not so stinky tofu.
Yo, that's not
And
so
I have
stinky.
one of these.
That's not so bad.
Be from there.
I can't believe it's not that stinky.
And though this may make us seem like rating chumps, I think we have to rate this 10 stinks out of 10. Because I can't think of anything I don't like about this dish.
I rate that high.
I declare it good.
Rated good.
There we go.
Now, to continue on in our appetizer category,
those are
we
already
had to
cooked.
make our way into the main
So it's fine.
thoroughfare itself.
Look at the fish.
You.
So cute.
And it is basically instant sensory overload in there,
So these things on the side are like sit-down restaurants, and then there's like stalls in front.
with vendors hawking their wares called down the street, many different delicious looking dishes pointing right at you as you walk past,
Want some cheese corn?
Corn action.
glowing LED and neon signs, and people everywhere.
Look at those jelly balls.
Look at those jelly balls. That's interesting for me.
But after slowly inching our way down the street, we quickly reached our second stop.
Oh. Call my name over here.
Oh, I already got in line.
Okay.
Cute and colorful looking dim sum,
Look at that. That's pretty cute and colorful, if you ask me.
Yeah.
which is a viral item I have seen people get before online. I think most of the draw is the colorful aspect. They are presented in these giant steamer baskets, and you actually skewer the dumplings you want yourself.
How about some Goth dumplings?
Yeah.
The theme continues, and we also picked up some pink sakura dumplings, as well as a couple of chicken dumplings and a stripy ball for Taylor.
I got a dumpling face. Even steamier than before.
Yes. Oh, I enjoy it.
But honestly, I probably should have been more worried about Tyler.
Oh, mop top over here.
Now, first and foremost, there was no charcoaly taste with the Goth dumpling,
It's more of a meatball than a dumpling.
Oh, yeah?
Actually.
and there was also very little dumpling casing or dough at all.
It's very good. But it's meatball in a little wrapper.
Certainly not bad though, kind of just a salty, firm meatball. As Tyler so simply put it,
Oh, yeah. That's stapling.
though when paired with the sauce they gave us,
How's this squeezing content for you?
It's pretty good.
it became a spicy meatball.
Not exactly fried chili sauce, but like related. somehow. Spicy.
The pink dumplings tasted pretty similar to the Goth ones,
Does it taste like sakura?
I don't taste any sakura, but I don't know what sakura tastes like, but I don't taste anything different.
and the chicken one was probably our favorite,
Chicken.
Yeah.
Tastes like chicken.
but it was once again just a piece
Pardon
of
me?
juicy chicken in a very thin dough wrapper.
Very good. But it tastes like I got that true chicken at the bone flavor.
What you're saying is, it's chicken.
And sadly, the swirly pastry, though pretty, did not have anything inside it.
There's no filling.
It's just food.
No.
I think Tyler was hoping for some pandan jam, but instead found nothing.
Womp womp.
So though the colors are fun, it seems to are
Your bathroom can feel like a royalty board. Keep things fresh with refrigerator. Your fight's over. Flush, you know your bathroom's not crazy. Here with Charlotte.
Did I miss? I did.
Oh no. Genius. Tiny bites. The chip will keep you dry. That felt mean and intentional.
Finding your perfect home is only the beginning. Only when it comes to contracts and paperwork,
I'll walk you through everything.
your realtor knows how to navigate it all.
Don't worry.
I'm stuck on Band-Aid cream 'cause Band-Aid stuck on me.
You win millions of prizes with the AliExpress $1 challenge.
Remember, if it's free, it's because you're the product.
Get unreal deals for just $1. Win $10,000 in flight credits and a $3,000 AliExpress shopping spree.
$3,000. What would I? That'd be a lot of junk.
Download, shake, win.
Back out in the main alley, we rejoined the crowd and continued inching our way down the street.
I like how we're on like a communal, really slow march through
Yeah.
the stalls.
Those are the March of Penguins. But it's extremely hot.
Which did take us on a slow drive-by of some delicious, cool-looking fruit.
Oh, he's almost out.
Yeah, we better hurry.
I know. I can't run out of durian.
No.
That's not an option,
Not
right?
in season.
And though this was actually a bit earlier than we had planned, it was just hot enough for a refreshment break.
I'll get a little hot sauce.
Are you interested in a beverage? Beverage time?
Yeah.
Freshly cut fruit and tropical fruit smoothies are a popular night market item, and there were plenty of really good-looking fruit drinks at a variety of stalls we passed, but this kind of tricolor green, orange, and magenta drink caught our eye, and I had to have it.
We're all dripping condensation.
Yeah.
All three of us.
It turns out this is a creamy avocado, mango, and dragon fruit slushy smoothie.
I don't want to make it that looks cute like this, but that means I'm just going to be drinking it. Cheers.
And interestingly, though the colors are good, the taste of this drink is kind of...
Why are you not
It tastes like avocado.
doing what you should be?
More like grassy. I do taste a little bit of the mango already. In, so it's like green, grassy, leafy avocado mango. All right, let me raise my straw to the dragon fruit.
Almost like essence of the entire fruit, stem and all.
Dragon fruit's good, pretty mild, also kind of like leafy tasting. Maybe that's like the rind of the fruit. Here, you need yours.
Though that is perfect for and flush his in seconds flat.
It's just like fresh and wet.
I'm just blowing through this.
The avocado's wonderful.
So we're giving this a 7.5 condensation droplets out of 10.
All right. Next category, things on sticks.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
So once again, we rejoined the endless marching crowd in search of a skewered prize or two.
That's karaoke.
Drunken karaoke.
Now, let's be clear. There are a lot of things on sticks here. Pate, clear jelly balls, potatoes, probably durian, but I did have a couple of specific sticks in mind. One that we did have to double back for.
Oh, actually quite nice right now.
Look how much room for activities we
I
have.
know. You can do all the things you want to do in life.
with the destination being this fry fest of a stall.
I see fried a lot of things. Fried durian, fried potato. Oh, I see squid.
Introducing this giant fried squid on a stick. In general, squid is pretty prevalent at the night market, and it comes in all forms of preparation, but this rendition to me is really a showstopper because it's kind of a fever dream of a calamari cake pop.
Oh, they're seasoned in that thing, so.
Unfortunately, I think I accidentally asked the sales lady to cut it up. I thought she meant to split it into like 2 skewers, but she actually diced it and put it in a bag.
It was on a stick.
Yes.
She asked me if I wanted her to cut it. I said yes. Now it's in a bag.
Yes.
It started on a stick.
So there is no stick. I lied.
This is like advanced popcorn.
As for the taste test, the texture of the squid is not bad as is, but it is on the chewy side.
Chewy, huh?
Okay. What lines we follow? This one
The
starts
flavor
here.
of the breading is really good.
The dry spice is definitely hot. Like, it's spicy. I don't even know how to describe it other than that it kind of has the flavor of like one of those like dry Indian like bag snacks. Like, it almost tastes like a little bit like lentil-y or potato-y.
And Tyler agrees that there is a twinge of chickpea to it.
The bread's incredible.
Breading is so good, right?
Oh, I love that. I think I like squid.
Squid doesn't taste like much to me. It's just texture plus breading.
That was definitely a pot guy.
As for how it rates, I don't think it's quite as high as the stinky tofu, but the breading was good enough that it gets high marks. It's an 8 out of 10 for me.
This thing's worth the hype. It's spicy.
Now, to keep our stick party going,
Tiny disco ball.
Oh my.
we had to actually find some sticks. So we headed to a stall nearby that was thankfully full of them. This is Lock Lock, which is basically mini hot dogs. Offer a range of foods, meats, vegetables, and boiling water.
I like it.
There is some optionality here. You can boil it and help you, and they also offer to fry it if you prefer that to just boiled, but they take your skewers and I don't want it to watch.
What happens, baby?
Oh yeah.
And though I wouldn't say this is as much of an internet viral item, our Malaysian producer told us that this is actually his go-to post-club meal. Apparently, these spicy sauces that go with it help sober you up.
Amazing. Ooh, nene.
Hopefully this isn't too spicy, because I'm just going for it.
Now, at its core, this dish is just these raw ingredients boiled in water, so it is kind of plain, but as we were told, the sauces are key here.
The sauce is pretty spicy, I'm not gonna lie. It's still edible, but it's pretty spicy. The meatball is just like this. You know what it tastes like. It's not bad.
It's a meatball. There's meatball things.
And in our opinion, it was the peanut sauce, which frankly didn't look that appetizing to start, that was actually amazing.
Peanut are pretty good.
Rocking out.
And the combo of spicy and peanut was, as they say, the tits.
I don't think I can hear the pulsating bass from far away. Soundtrack of my life right now.
It's like rippling through my soul.
As we got, the mushroom did have
It's
some
really
of its
dog
own
teeth
umami
aren't
flavor.
biting.
It was fresh and very wet.
Very soaked. And I mean, so kind of like
Quail was definitely our favorite.
the yolk is actually really soft.
That's delicious.
Pretty good quail egg.
As for the dish itself, without sauces, it's probably a
it's
5 out
working.
of 10, but with the sauces, it's at least a 7. And that's not even taking into account the Lock Lock show. Alright, just a short rave break, and then more food.
Alright, so our next and penultimate category is things that make us a little nervous.
Yes.
We were going to be adventurous and try them, but we admit they were kind of scaredy cats.
And the 2 adventurous items that we had earmarked here are actually not served in any of the stalls on the street.
They're only really available like in the restaurants on the side,
Yes.
so we're going into this one, which also apparently has really good chicken wings, but that's not so adventurous.
That's not of interest.
So we're going for some other stuff.
As we've said, we are kind of in the process of reforming picky eaters, especially in the smart department. We're working this out, so we're going to challenge ourselves a little.
This one does make me nervous.
I'm trying not to think about it.
This is grilled stingray, or sambal kari, which is actually a popular fixture in night markets across Malaysia and Singapore.
There is this sauce, which I'm going to try and douse the whole thing in. Are you cool with that?
Let's down.
Empty.
Now,
Of
we've
course it
seen
is.
a number of tasters try stingray online before, and they seem to have mixed reviews, so we weren't exactly sure what we were in for.
It has a weird hope. Kind of almost like feels like a mushroom or something.
It's kind of like a mushroom.
Like a mushroom.
But after a little wink wink nudge nudge from our Malaysian producers, I lifted the skin back. Whoa!
Alright, that's
Did I not cut out a baby
And
bottom?
underneath was a treasure trove of
Did I
shredded
not
meat.
cut out the
I was
baby
not
bottom?
expecting it to look like that.
The purple.
It's so ribbed.
And then a hesitant bite.
Is that a good head tilt?
That's not so bad.
Yeah?
It's a little fishy at the end. Actually, no, it's pretty good. My first instinct when I bit into it was cheese. I don't know why.
Honestly, the meat that's under there is quite tender. It doesn't have a very strong flavor, but the flavor that is there is vaguely chicken-esque. I guess you could call it the chicken of the sea.
Is this chicken or fish? It's pretty good, actually. It's way less intimidating than it was in my head. Pretty approachable.
Here, I've been thinking about it all day.
So here is our picky eater pro tip.
Objectively good.
The skin is really the intimidating part of the stingray.
I like it more than tuna.
Me too.
I'm a stingray guy.
And I think because of the dramatic reversal of expectations, we're gonna have to give the stingray a solid 8.5 out of 10.
Honestly, like the stinky tofu, I'm looking for something I don't like about it.
Yeah.
But it's not really there.
No.
Definitely would eat again. Also on the menu was chili frog. Now, frog is eaten all over, including in the US. I've even tried fried frog legs before at like a state fair, but this dish is a little more out of our comfort zone in that it is the entirety of a frog stir-fried in chilies. And this time, I made Tyler go first.
I'm gonna go for this piece right here.
Is that frog?
I think this is frog.
That looks like onion.
Now, right off the bat, it was not easy to identify what was frog and what was stir-fry, but after some sifting, I think we got a bite.
I've heard this a million times. That frog tastes like chicken. Frog tastes like chicken.
So
It
stingray
does.
tastes like chicken, and frog tastes like chicken.
They all taste like chicken.
And it didn't hurt that everything was covered in some nice stir-fry sauce.
It's very good. The sauce is good. It's a good dish.
The challenge, however, given that everything was covered in sauce,
That looks like something.
That looks like an entire frog.
Okay.
was identifying what was frog meat and what was frog bone.
That's a bone. The other parts are good, but I would say that the whole frog is.
Yeah.
You're
The
gonna get
stingray with the pretty eyes.
And after watching Tyler get a few unintentional crunches, I was a little cautious with the bites I picked out.
Okay, when it's that small, it's just unidentified meat, right? It's just chicken. I think the challenge is finding the uninterrupted meat.
Yes.
Because there's a lot of bone in here.
The challenge is finding the meat.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of a game of inverse Arby's. Where is the meat?
So like, I'm a little nervous about that one. But like, maybe this is okay. Actually, that piece is quite soft.
In terms of its rating, obviously a bony bite can throw you off, but the flavor itself is pretty solid.
I like the chili. I'm going for chili frog. If anything's spicy enough, I can't even tell what it is.
That's a good strategy.
It's not unlike any stir fry I've had before, so I would say it falls in the 6.5 out of 10 range. Between the two adventurous items,
Soft keeps going back in on the stingray.
I think I like the stingray better.
I'm more of a Ray head myself.
I lost my rave music. Still in here.
Now, this is a dessert that some people might be nervous about, but Tyler and I have it under control. We're going to be doing a durian marathon for dessert.
Durian fest.
Yes.
2K24.
Durian is a very
something I would
popular
like to try.
tropical fruit native to parts of Southeast Asia, including Malaysia, and it is famous for having a very strong, pungent, slightly rotten smell. People, not me, but people, it is also something you see very often in videos, and I have tried it before, and I would say it has kind of a custardy, sweet, slightly fermented taste, and then yes, a bit of a funky aftertaste.
I don't even want to know what the back of my head looks like. I don't
Looks
even want to
good.
know.
Looks good. Looks good.
And at this night market, it is available in a ton of different formats that we had spotted during the night. First up, we got this like flambé durian marshmallow ice cream,
sliding.
which is definitely an Instagram
Ooh,
viral
dude, stop
format,
that.
I believe of Korean origin.
No moving.
I took a bite of this thing.
Cheers.
I could not
Mother
find
humper.
the ice cream.
What? I don't taste any durian at all. It's one solid colored block. There's no like coating. It's a weird non.
Oh, right. I was trying to be more in.
And so I was convinced that I
There
had
you
just been given a small
Try as I might, I do not detect durian.
but after I clearly did most of the initial work for him,
Oh! You weren't through the marshmallow.
I was able to get the ice cream.
I got one out of durian.
And though it was not bad, I do think durian is a bit of a weird flavor for ice cream, as it didn't have that kind of funky aftertaste.
To me, durian is so savory. So it's like savory. What's that?
So I'm pretty sure the marshmallow around it is mango and not durian at all.
You know, it's definitely durian ice cream. Some of the creaminess and like the sweet outer layer. This kind of tastes like a banana.
So this one is a 7 out of 10. Next up, we got a durian fritter, which is like a sweet donut.
It smells good.
And this one is an immediate yes.
This might be the best durian delivery device. The durian almost has become like a cream in the center.
Yeah.
It seems that frying the durian has almost completely gotten rid of the not so pleasant edges of the sweet and flavor.
There's no. It's literally just a donut.
So I take everything.
I bought 3.
I do wonder if what's inside here is like a durian cream filling, or if it is just warm mashed durian. I'm not sure if we'll ever know, but it's good as hell. I think it's a deep fried 9 out of 10.
Let's finish this bag.
Then, to cap off our durian fest, I felt like in order to do durian right, we had to try the Big Kahuna.
Ooh, it is a little stinky.
And get a freshly cut durian.
Oh, you're going glove.
I was given a glove. I figure I might as well use the glove.
And eat it straight off the seed.
It's pretty good. The texture is really soft and creamy. It tastes a little weird to start, and then it starts tasting like a strawberry.
Really?
But a creamy, soft, lukewarm strawberry.
It's a strawberry.
When it's fresh like this, before spied in, you get kind of a buzzy alcoholic taste. Some people even describe it as garlicky. Then the main body of the flavor is that sweet custard flavor, and then yes, the aftertaste. But if you keep eating, the aftertaste barely has a chance to appear.
Have I become desensitized to durian?
We've durianed a lot.
Because I think this tastes pretty good.
And eating the durian straight off the seed, even with a glove, made it feel kind of hardcore.
It causes a strong sinus reaction almost regardless, but it actually tastes the best like this.
Yeah.
I like it.
What other fruit does it taste like?
None.
Listen, did we smell after eating this? Probably. Could the smell be too much for some people? Yes. I think for some people, durian is probably like a 4. But for us, it's an 8.5 out of 10. And only a small part of the appeal is the infamy of the fruit itself.
Yeah, not the classic.
Most people do.
Yeah. Can't even bring it a certain tongue.
Okay, so with our stomachs full of viral food and a ton of durian, it was finally nearing 1 a.m. And the stalls and restaurants were one by one beginning to close up.
It's been a long... That was our food marathon.
And though we were feeling pretty spent after a long, sweaty night, we were also feeling pretty accomplished, with most of our street food dreams becoming some version of reality.
Overall, it was great. I feel good.
Seems like about high time to head back and take a shower. See you guys at the world's largest hotel.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked that video, make sure to smash that like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, smash that subscribe button. Here's our social media. And here's our merch.
I wonder if I'll ever be popular enough to have merch. That was a funny idea. All right, you were the last. This fabric, this fabric. Oh, I hate this fabric. Just need to finish sewing up this and that other piece. That's all.
Only for new applications qualifying orders in 24 hours. Terms and conditions apply.
Tell me everything about
Told her to create these amazing meals. I and taught myself how to use it. That's really where it all began.
Work on it from where I'm still able to connect in. It's been a great tool to have because it's so intuitive.
Hello, friends, and welcome to another video. This week, we're going to be eating at every celebrity chef's restaurant on the Vegas Strip. And this time, we're doing Las Vegas, Sin City, the entertainment. Whatever your thoughts on it, there's no getting around it. The Las Vegas Strip is world famous for being a gambling destination, a hotspot and general endless number of Cirque du Soleil shows. Vegas is also generally known as a place where great, though sometimes expensive, restaurants. And in the same way that different casinos on the Strip try to attract customers to stay there with their clubs, shows, and shows, they also try and compete with each other as to who has the most key places online. And in sort of the same way that different famous performers have Vegas residencies,
That was mostly just a guess, because I couldn't see the lines at all.
Vegas restaurants. Now, as some of you may know, Tyler and I are pretty big fans of Las Vegas. We aren't huge gamblers or partiers or Gucci shopper-atters, but we do love Vegas for its over-the-top theming, giant hotels, and just endless things to do and see and eat. And a little while ago, we did a pretty crazy thing where we spent 2 weeks speed-running staying at every single hotel on the Vegas Strip.
Come on, come on, come on.
From the Excalibur to Circus to Caesar's Palace and everything in between. And during that trip, we also attempted to eat at every celebrity chef restaurant to get a little taste of what they were serving up and see which ones were worth the hype.
There's definitely a dancing thing.
Is this a wine bread and dance?
And being big fans of the Food Network and a lot of other celebrity chefs, food competition shows, restaurant makeover shows, and really any show where Gordon Ramsay yells at people.
What are you waiting for? F***ing hot chocolate? F*** off.
It was really fun for us to get a chance to actually eat some of the food we've been seeing on our screens for so many years. But after returning from our trip, we realized that actually we had missed a few celebrity chef restaurants that slipped through the cracks. More than a few, actually. And when we asked you guys if you would want to see a part 2, a lot of you said yes. So Vegas and hit celebrity chef restaurants last time around. So welcome to part 2 of our celebrity chef. Making our list of restaurants and hits, we did have to define what we meant by celebrity chef restaurant, since there are a ton of restaurants in Vegas that boast some kind of a connection to a famous person. There are chefs and restaurateurs who are just famous for being really good at what they do, like Dominique Ansel, the Cronut guy. There are restaurants that are just owned by famous people, and there are also restaurants that are inspired by celebrities, like the Picasso restaurant at the Bellagio. So we decided that in order to make our list, restaurants had to be in these show, movie, or content series, and also that the content should be about them being chefs or running restaurants, so they are both media personalities and chefs. The only exception we're going to make this time around is for the Jonas Brothers Nelly Southern Kitchen, because we skipped it last time, but I am very curious about what the Joe Bros could be serving up. They do also technically have a Food Network special about opening the restaurant, so maybe they count. We also decided to just do one restaurant per chef, as some of the chefs on this list have multiples. Gordon Ramsay has like 6 restaurants in Vegas, and I feel like it's a whole other video just to go to all of his and rank them against each other, which might be like the next video up.
Oh yeah, bro.
So with all of that, we ended up with 7 restaurants to hit, which combined with the 12 that we tackled in our previous video, should be closer to every celebrity chef restaurant on the Vegas Strip. There are a couple that were teetering on the borderline that we decided to still skip, so sorry to Wahlburgers, but I just wanted to go to the Jonas Brothers restaurant more. Now, a quick note here, most of these restaurants are pretty expensive. In general, food on the Vegas Strip can get pretty pricey. See $70 Johnny Rockets order from last time.
That's Vegas pricing.
That's so crazy, right?
And a lot of these places are fine dining restaurants. And then when you add on the famous name upcharge, there's even more of a bump. We will note when things are even pricier than the rest, or when things are more reasonable, but I just want to establish each restaurant, so just over ordering at some of these places and taking the rest for later. But with all of that, last trip, staying in all of the 33 hotels on so we ate our way up and down the Strip and so we may be skipping
Top fabric's twisted, so this pin will be twisted too. That's fine.
Between our favorite, the famous Street Eats Food Hall, and this bomb.com morning and late night breakfast spot. Once we emerged from Resorts World, enough content about making food and showcasing her own recipes that I think she's earned the title of chef.
You and your family are gonna love it.
And in terms of businesses, Martha's done it all. She had her own lifestyle magazine, she's launched home goods lines, she was on the air for almost 20 years straight with her TV shows, and in past lives, she used to be a model and a stockbroker. And a few years ago, she did get in a little trouble for some insider trading, and she did spend a bit of time in jail.
Do you think jail would be right for me?
It probably is some good.
But honestly, I think that this has only helped her brand, as she's really embraced it, and it's given her a bit of an edge.
One of us is straight up gangsta, and the other one is Snoop Dogg.
She served her time, and now she's friends with Snoop Dogg.
So just drop this into rapidly boiling water. Hey, drop it like it's hot.
But having done it all, this restaurant at the Paris that she opened in 2022 is actually her first restaurant ever. And I have to say, like everything Martha does, it's very tastefully done.
I know.
How beautiful.
I know.
It wasn't here when we were here last time.
No.
Now, the restaurant itself is modeled after Martha's personal home in Bedford, New York. The entrance is like a patio, then there's like a large cozy dining room, an open kitchen, and in the back, it opens up into another room that's almost like Martha's study, with giant fake video windows playing a seeming snowy landscape to make you feel at home with Martha.
They're nice.
I feel comfortable.
Though I can confirm that these cabins are not meant to be opened. The cuisine at the Bedford is inspired by Martha's love of French cooking, as well as her famed gardens, with some of her own signature recipes thrown in. We started off with an order of big pierogies. And the potato inside the pierogies was like the best mashed potatoes ever. Super soft, but with a little scallion action going on. Now, I was pretty sure that Big Martha was Martha's, like, nickname from the Big House.
I can only imagine, Martha and one of those real housewives from Salt Lake City, like, together in white-collar prison. Hey, Big Martha! Can I get some pierogies?
But it turns out that it's actually a nickname for Martha's mom, so I was a little wrong. We did also get a few items from Martha's garden, like the decidedly autumnal honey nut squash salad and the ricotta stuffed zucchini blossoms, which were very herbaceous.
Oh, I got zucchini blossoms in the garden. I should make something with those.
And we did also get the roasted chicken for two that they carve for you tableside. This is definitely one of their marquee dishes.
Well, that was delightful.
So much chicken.
I know.
And it does kind of seem very Martha
There we go.
Stewarty,
Get the eyes in.
because nice bird and gravy reads kind of like high-effort holiday dinner at home.
It is Thanksgiving.
It is not, yes.
And I will say, I was a big fan of the herby stuffing, and the chicken itself was tender and nicely salty.
Yeah.
And then we did finish off the meal with an upside-down lemon meringue pie,
Thirst trap.
which came looking like a pile of rock, but was actually very light, as it was mostly meringue and fluffy cream. Now, overall, I really enjoyed Martha's whole vibe here. The back room we sat in was a real showstopper, and I thought the food was generally very good. Both comforting, but also fresh and light. Maybe that's the work of the famed gardens.
This is probably the best I've felt after eating at a
Where are we?
restaurant.
There you
I'm
are.
not just trying to ride Big Martha's big D, okay?
So big ups to Big Martha. Now,
I used to hide my skin under so much makeup. The Reset has saved us.
Come on.
Just cleanse, exfoliate.
Get in there. There we
And
go.
then you look in the mirror and you're loving your skin.
IXL at 15 million people succeeded massively in charts. On IXL, your child can stay
I don't know.
on your head.
There's the tattoo guys first.
Interactive customers. Whether they learn yes with step-by-step explanations, video tutorials, or games, IXL is here to guide them. Backed by over 75 studies.
Now, next up up on our list was the Jonas Brothers' Nelly's Southern Kitchen at the MGM Grand.
Hey there, we're the Jonas Brothers. You're watching Disney Channel.
So the Jonas Brothers are, as I implied, not chefs, but they are quite famous. The trio of real-life brothers, Kevin, Joe, and Nick, rose to fame on the Disney Channel in the 2000s on their show Jonas and the Camp Rock movies. And from there, they became bona fide teen pop stars. Being linked to high-profile starlets, and then notably wearing purity rings for a while, and then later taking them off.
Yes, yes, and yes. Guys.
The Jonas Brothers group broke up in 2013 to focus on solo projects, and though they stayed relevant, they did also kind of grow up. They had a bunch of crossover pop hits, they had Jonas Airs, Nick got married to Priyanka Chopra, Joe got divorced, and eventually the group got back together.
Joke's on you. The Jonas Brothers can't break up. They're...
Yes, that's right, they re-Jonas, which is all we really ever wanted in the first place.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
But obviously, they are not chefs, nor has their content or music ever really been about cooking. It seems that their dad, Kevin Sr., is the one with the culinary dreams and is the driving force behind the Joe Bros restaurant brand.
This is our dad's retirement plan.
As Nelly is his grandma, and the restaurant is focused on serving classic Southern comfort food, just like Nelly used to make. A few modern twists. Their second location of Nelly's Southern Kitchen, as they opened their first one in Nelly's hometown of Belmont, North Carolina in 2016. This new Nelly's opened in 2022 and is located in the wing of the MGM Grand known as the District.
Incredible feeling. We love Vegas. We're just excited to have some biscuits today.
Which has a bunch of celebrity chef restaurants right next to each other. So yes, we will be coming back later in the video. Now, the vibe of Nelly's is kind of like hipster modern country. Inside, the Jonas Brothers branding is pretty low-key, confined to just one wall near the back, but they kind of incorporate the music theme with like some guitars on the wall and a stage, which while we were there, they just turned into a giant TV.
It's like a Sco sports bar.
Yes, there is a TV distracting me from your face right now.
And notably, there's a lot of animal and bird decor. See these giant owls on the wall. Now, we ended up getting these southern rolls to start, which is basically a giant crispy fried egg roll with mac and cheese, chicken, and some spicy collard greens inside.
Actually, it's very good.
Yes.
The collard greens are key because they add like a different texture, a different feel, a different taste.
This was super good, and apparently this is also Frankie Jonas's favorite dish, who is the fourth Jonas brother.
Is it Frankie's favorite because he's like a kid?
He's not a kid.
Okay.
He was too young to be in the band originally, but now has to bear the brand of Bonus Jonas. Regardless, he has pretty good taste because we really like this thing.
I look right.
It's like a Sex and the City thing, like which one are you?
Are you Miranda? Are you Charlotte? I'm Frank.
Now for our mains, I got these shrimp and grits, which were nice and cheesy, but did weirdly taste a lot like
Girl, meet me. Pizza roll fish.
That's a good flavor.
And we also definitely had to get the chicken and dumplings, which is one of their signature dishes, and I believe still based on Nelly's own recipe.
I like to try chicken and dumplings.
A warm bowl of gravy with dumplings
Maybe I'll
and
do
dough
that
and
this
shredded
weekend.
chicken.
It is very soothing, comforting.
Yes.
So I can crave it other like me, but I probably wouldn't choose it. But I understand like this is like the dish and the whole place is based on.
This is obviously a Jonas family favorite, and it definitely reads as like a loving, home-cooked meal, but it was a little plain in my opinion.
I don't think it's super flavorful, but I do love it.
I think Tyler had the right idea by putting it on a biscuit to add a little difference in texture.
That's surprised me.
That's what's happening.
And then to finish it all off, we did get the Cup of Joe dessert. Now, a bit more to be basically a version of a tiramisu.
Tiramisu.
With just a bit more of a fudgy chocolate layer on top. Now, overall, I do think it's cool that the Joe Bros are helping their dad with his culinary dream, and if the goal was Southern comfort food, I think that was achieved. But it's pretty casual, so it's kind of pricey for what it is. I think the price would be more justified if there was a little more Jonas flair in the decor, in the menu, maybe get some extended relatives to do some live performances. I'm sure there's gotta be a few more bonus Jonases lying around. You can't tell me it's just Frankie. Now, next up on our list was Bobby Flay's Amalfi at Caesar's Palace.
Bobby, what are you doing?
You know what I'm doing?
Bobby Flay Flay is a longtime Food Network personality, having cooked and judged on like a million different Food Network shows, but he might be best known for letting his gruff, competitive side shine in his own personal competition show, Beat Bobby Flay.
Did you cut my Don't ever approach it in his hand if you don't want to get, you know.
And we have historically had beef with Bobby Flay. We've always been intrigued by the fact that his personality has this classic New Yorker edge.
Bobby, hold on, let me just
I'm
teach
from the streets in New York. We don't have preserves.
And that his culinary specialty is Cajun and Southwestern cuisine.
You're making an eclair with pistachios and you're putting in chilies in it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm leaving.
So we also went to his Mason Grill restaurant at Caesar's Palace, which was a branch of his OG restaurant in New York. During the pandemic, he closed it down and replaced it with a and we were so irrationally upset that when we filmed our last celebrity chef video, we decided to step foot in Amalfi, and instead, we went to this casual burger spot at Harrah's Bobby's Burger. We did feel like we shortchanged him a bit, and Amalfi does, so we are willing to set aside our beef. Like Bobby's love letter to Italy, it seems that after spending a lot of time there, both on his own and with Giada on their Discovery Plus show,
This is really good.
Really good.
I can eat this every
became his new culinary muse. And the restaurant itself does have a pretty cool atmosphere. It's got very high ceilings, it feels kind of breezy and airy, despite being right in the middle of the casino floor.
I gotta be honest, I like the stone.
The decor is nice.
And it notably has a make-your-own fish market in the corner, which could almost make you Now, we did order a secret menu. You can get it if you ask for it, which is the freshly baked focaccia. And honestly, I love it. It was a pretty simple dish, but it's kind of like simple flavors done well. Seafood. So we followed suit and ordered the tuna tartare on crispy rice and the octopus in our order. So the tentacle can be a bit intimidating visually, but this dish was amazing.
Really? I'm nervous about it.
It was very tender, but they some tangy sauce.
Yeah.
What you just bought?
And it came with some grilled pepper that was slightly spicy and also added a little juicy crunch.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I will give you guys a heads up. This was one of the best things we had all trip.
Look at Bobby's converting to the dark side.
You mean this side?
They call him Bobby. Where's my story?
And then we kind of had to get these squid ink fettuccine, which I believe is a specialty item at Amalfi.
This thing is beautiful.
It's Goth pasta.
It's a seafood pasta that comes with a little lobster, shrimp, squid, and a spicy tomato sauce.
This is a god pasta.
They call it Pasta Adams.
Tyler and I aren't that adventurous of seafood eaters, which is probably something we're going to have to work on if we want to keep making eating content, but we thought this dish was very good. The lobster had a nice lemon flavor, the squid was bouncy but not chewy, and the spicy tomato sauce brought everything together really well.
And like a hint of basil at the end.
As a sidebar, we did also get the gnocchi al forno,
It's good no cheap.
Good no cheap. Somewhere out there, Gianna's having a nightmare.
which, though it was nice and cheesy and soft, was pretty tame compared to the other dishes. And then to close it out, we did also get Bobby's pistachio sundae for dessert.
Oh, hi, sorry, Jonah. Didn't see you there till now. Kinda missed the conversation a bit when I'm sewing.
Salty and nutty for me.
And you probably got on like an hour ago.
Balance it out. And I don't even like super sweet desserts. But nuts aside, we do probably have to hand it to Bobby. Even though he shuttered our beloved Mesa Grill, the food here is pretty good. And I will say, Amalfi is definitely not cheap, but for some perspective, we did pay around the same price for our meal at Amalfi as we did at Nellie's Southern Kitchen. So relatively, it wasn't so bad.
Okay, Bobby. We can be, I wouldn't say friends, but we can be not enemies.
So our next stop was Roy Choi and Jon Favreau's chef truck at the Park MGM.
I'm hungry. I'm ready for chef.
Now, though we did go to his best friend restaurant, Roy Choi is a chef that got semi-slighted in our last celebrity chef video, as we weren't sure if he fit our criteria to be considered. The chef show that he hosted.
What's this TV show for?
We don't know.
Which was totally for being the creator of Korean food taco, and he's considered to be one of the founding fathers of the gourmet food truck movement.
We had this truck, we had Twitter, and it was an opportunity to just cook the food that we wanted to cook.
And in fact, the 2014 movie Chef was loosely based on his life, which is basically about a chef who finds a new passion for food while running a food truck, with a dash of family drama and really early Twitter thrown in.
Why don't you come by tonight? I got a whole new menu just for you, asshole.
No,
That's not good.
give me the phone. Give me the phone.
Now, Roy Choi and Jon Favreau actually met on the set. Although it doesn't look like Jon had a ton of culinary background before, Roy basically taught him how to cook while filming.
What's the name of this dish?
And it seems like he kind of copied it from there. Nowadays, he's most well known for Marvel movies, Mandalorian.
Wait a minute.
But he does maintain a foot in the cooking world.
There we go. Time is it? Oh god.
Which opened earlier this
Shitty
year,
week.
is kind of tucked back behind the casino floor of the Park MGM. It's supposed to be a life-size replica of the El Jefe food truck from the movie, selling some of its favorite dishes IRL. And after ordering some cubanos, beignets, and tacos,
No beverages. No, I'm fine.
we grabbed our food and headed to the nearby seating area. We started off with the Chef Truck Cubano, which is actually like a fusion version of a Cubano and not like a classic one like they made in the movie, with eggplant, tofu, and portobello instead of meat.
The tofu's like very soft. It almost feels like cheese.
And I would say this was kind of an interesting alternative, but it did end up being a little mild tasting.
It doesn't necessarily give me the feeling of a chef movie. It doesn't taste really like a Cubano to me.
And I would know, because I have seen Chef. However, we also got the medianoche sandwich, which I think is like a classic Cubano,
That's the sickest damn thing I've ever seen. John Fatty Road.
with mojo pork, ham, cheese, pickles, and mustard. And this one was very good.
That's a sandwich we want to
Yeah.
That's a sandwich you might tweet about 2013.
The meats were kind of spicy, it had a little mustardy smack, just enough grease, a little pickle crunch. This one was definitely a winner.
This is giving me what they were eating in the movie vibes. Like, it's like taking me there, you know?
We also got an order of these shrimp po' boy tacos, which were pretty straightforward, but the spicy mayo aioli was nice and tangy.
Okay, alright. Tyler wins the taco eating competition. I'm not gonna even try.
And we also picked up an order of the spicy watermelon with kimchi paste on it, which was actually really good, cool and juicy.
Alternatively, they kind of almost have like a cucumber taste. You know what I mean? Just like really fresh and wet.
And finally, we grabbed an order of the beignets.
Oh, I gotta make sense of this.
Now, I also remember the beignets from the movie. In fact, they were one of the food items that stuck out to me the most, and these were also very good.
It's basically a perfect bite. How many?
Too sweet?
No.
Oh, light and fluffy and not that sweet.
But the best part was actually the literal pile of whipped cream that they were served with.
I love that they weren't afraid to just drench it in whipped cream.
No, yeah.
I don't know if this was normal whipped cream or if it was enhanced somehow, but this stuff was amazing. Light, sweet, addictive.
Has anyone else heard of this? Should we try out more things?
Overall, this place passed the vibe check for me. I like that it's a giant food truck parked in a casino, and I would definitely stumble by if I needed a bite or just a pile of whipped cream.
Do you have a piping bag with whipped cream, please?
Pipe it into my mouth, Ryan. You heard me.
So our next stop on our list was Lorena Garcia's Chica restaurant at the Venetian. Now, Lorena Garcia is a high-profile Venezuelan chef who has hosted a number of her own cooking shows and segments on different Spanish-speaking TV networks.
Gracias. ¿Qué te parece, Lou? ¿Qué te parece, Francisca? What do you think? ¿Qué creen?
Spectaculation!
But she's also guested on a ton of American shows, competed on Top Chef Masters, and she was also one of the judges on the short-lived but interesting-sounding NBC show America's Next Great Restaurant.
For investors putting down their own money.
I'm looking for passion.
With a specialty in a variety of Latin cuisines and a serious, die-hard love of cilantro.
And I like to
Not do cilantro.
cilantro. Of course, cilantro. Okay, what about question? If I see cilantro, you see me screaming.
Lorena has earned success as a restaurateur and top chef, as she served as the executive chef of the Miami International Airport and also coordinated the Taco Bell Cantina Bell menu. In the middle of the Venetian, kind of in like a fun, vibrant, almost club-like atmosphere, seemingly as when we were there at 12 p.m., it was pretty turned up. You're going to have to use these little lamps to see, which are or are you afraid of the dark? Elevated street food that draws from a number of different Latin American countries and makes a brunch with a bang with Lorena's top Buñuelo donuts.
Oh, the red is also something. The plate. That's jam or something.
I don't know if Lorena puts in these,
All the sexy buñuelos.
but these things are amazing.
The donuts are donuting. The buñuelos are
They're soft, light, and fluffy, but also pretty nice. But the main flavor ends up being pretty buttery.
It's so good.
I also got Lorena's arepa basket. The opposite of the Buñuelo donuts, they were dense, warm, and
Most night out of Vegas.
Yes. Or if you're out.
I ordered the chilaquiles rojos because I just really wanted eggs.
My
A lot of flavor in there.
I hate this sewing machine. It does shit that I don't want it to do. I take my foot off, it always goes down for that last chomp, and I don't want it to. I just want it to fucking
Crunchy
stop.
tortilla shell, but the insides were gooey and juicy with more shredded meat. And then there's the savory beef broth you can Even though it was brunch, we had to try the flaming skull
And there
dessert.
it is.
Which is a chocolate skull that they set on fire at the table until it's pretty melted. Underneath the skull, there's a chocolate lava cake with horchata ice cream and corn marshmallows.
That is normally extremely chocolatey.
Which was pretty good, but you do occasionally get a surprise mouthful of lava. Is well known for being married to NBA star Steph Curry. I mean, to be fair, he's one of the most famous basketball players ever.
This is my darling husband, Stephen, also known as Esteban, sometimes goes by Steph, but in our house, he's Dada.
And this is not a fact she shies away from, as her husband and family are a big part of her content and brand.
I'm Aisha Curry. Wife, foodie.
But she is certainly accomplished in her own right, as an entrepreneur and a chef.
If you hate aggressive sex,
Maple bacon musk.
you're online. When you add it to your wash, it gives everything a chance. nature-inspired scent of ocean mist. Yummy life breathes life into your laundry.
If you remember when Tex had a character
That's
limit,
enough.
it may be time for Neutrogena Retinol Regenerating Cream. With accelerated retinol complex, it can reverse years of physical aging.
Knowing when to go hard and when to go soft. That's the real secret of farming.
When it's time to navigate negotiations, your realtor is your captain.
Honey, check out this drive.
Be careful.
It's okay. Get out of that.
Auto insurance that
That's the sound you like to hear.
She started her culinary career posting cooking tutorials and vlogs on her own YouTube channel, and then went into hosting her own show on the Food Network, Aisha's Homemade.
Got the whisk in my hand and a bowl full of custard.
She's also written cookbooks, she's launched home goods lines, she has her own wine label, and she and Steph also seem to have some kind of overcooked style mobile game together.
Welcome to Chef Curry.
We're going to do it today. Please don't cry, sweetie. Business is booming.
Now, though Michael Mina has not ever starred in his own show or other long-form content, he is a very accomplished chef, known for modern American cuisine, seafood, and Mediterranean fare, and he's also a prolific restaurateur, owning over 30 restaurants worldwide.
San Francisco Superman of Surf and Turf, the legendary Michael Mina.
And notably, he's also based in San Francisco, which could be how the Aisha Michael Mina super team was formed.
Aisha says, let's get saucy. Okay? Remember?
Yeah.
Smoke is a collaboration between the two, focusing specifically on wood-fired, grilled, and smoked dishes from around the world. The decor is also with some neon signs and a lot of emphasis on heat. And there are also some sports events. There were many TVs.
Yeah, there's a lot of basketball.
We also here cooking pork belly is hated.
Wow, that one is smoking.
Yeah, smokes.
It literally smells smoke.
It's all in the front of the building.
Which did infuse kind of like a smoky flavor in there.
I would say the taste of the bow is smoky. The taste of the sauce is smoky.
Though we did like it a bit better without the barbecue poison sauce. We also got an order of Aisha's fresh beef, which after the smoking entrance of the pork buns had kind of a plain presentation, but the main standout here was the chicken.
Very pop in your mouth.
Itself, so it has punch on its own, but the creamy sriracha aioli kind of turned over the top.
4 steams. Too big, too small. Ow, my bones. What other fabric do I have? Oh god, that horrible shit. This, I love it. I love the colors. I love the pattern. But it is miserable to work with.
And Tyler loved it.
Like, it's got little skulls in it. Oh, it's so cute. Alright, let's see if I can make one giant squid out of this. Giant squid. Giant ray. I cannot do a split, so it's gonna have to be what it be.
For dessert, we got the International Smoked S'more, which did also come in a puff of smoke. This one was a chocolate molten cake with toasted marshmallow ice cream on top.
And you didn't want to get it.
I did not.
And it was also kind of infused with like a campfire taste.
Just one. Just one, and I'll be done with
All in
this.
all, we enjoyed our time at International Smoke. I did like whenever any actual smoke got introduced into the presentation of the dishes, and I do have to say, I feel like Aisha is onto something. Give your husband a rib, put him in front of the TV, and boom, he's quiet for hours.
All right, Tyler's fallen silent. He's just eating.
Yeah, I usually never shut up.
So, so I think the verdict is positive.
So for our final restaurant, we headed to Wolfgang Puck's Spa.
Oh, I had a hummingbird fly into my bedroom today.
Wolfgang's
The dog kicked the screen out of the window one year, and so it definitely got replaced, right?
Puck is kind of like the
And so never really thought of it after that. So I had a
enterprising Californian.
I'm sitting there on my bed. I was doing some work on my laptop. Well, I'll open the window. So I lifted it open. Then I hear this buzzing. And in she flies. Little female. And I'm like holding my breath, like, oh my god, this is amazing. Please leave. Please leave through the window quickly. Don't get trapped. And of course, then she flew a little too high and bumped into the glass and couldn't figure it out. So I had to close the other curtains in the other window, and then shut the bedroom door, shut the lights off. Small room, so that helps a lot. That just left the one window for her to get stuck in. And I step on the bed and pick her up. So little, like a little bug. Oh, she's so precious. So I let her out the window, and then she went and sat in the whatchamacallit, the pear tree, and judged me for the next 10 minutes.
And I think it's cool that after
Also, the hummingbird feeder was empty, so I think that's why she came to find me. I got these little ones off Temu, and apparently they're very popular with the hummingbirds right now. They're like 2 for like $10 or something. Just single, stick to the window. Okay, I'm absolutely not doing purple for this.
As it was the hardest restaurant on our list to get a reservation at.
Oh, yeah.
One of the big draws of Spago, besides the food, is the fact that the restaurant is right next to the Bellagio fountain. So you have a killer vantage point from which to view the fountain show. And luckily for us, the wind did die down about halfway through our meal, so we did get to witness some serious fountaining. Now, spago does mean string in Italian, which I think is supposed to imply some noodle-based dishes, but their official cuisine is a mix of Puff's signature California fare paired with modern techniques and inspiration. And one of Wolfgang's signature dishes is their extremely fancy pizza. They also have smoked salmon and caviar pizza, as well as a truffle pizza, which is the one we brought.
That'll work.
You dare. Besides the truffle, there was a little cracked black pepper, and the cheese had a nice freshness and saltiness to it that actually held its own. But I'm not sure I can philosophically get behind super expensive pizza. We did also get the pear and arugula-laden prosciutto and
The pear of anguish for you and your Uber driver. Next. Okay.
And a lot of reverence to the spag in Spago, I did get the hand-cut fettuccine pasta. I see a pile of mushrooms. I'm happy. I really liked a lot of elements of this dish. They gave me a ton of mushrooms, and you could really tell the pasta was fresh. The only issue was
Maybe if
that
they were good mushrooms
a
or
little
something?
overly oniony with all of these shallots. And then they hit me with the garlic.
That's a clove and a half right there.
Tyler's lamb chop dish, though, was super good. It was kind of like smokily grilled
I'd love
with
to have some
slightly
lamb
spicy
meat.
Mediterranean-inspired flavors.
Things are expensive though.
Any za'atar?
And it was nicely paired with this cool herby cucumber mint salad. This was a top dish from our trip for sure. It's not even my kind of dish, but even I liked it.
That's how good it is.
This is the reward of eating lamb chops. You're working your night so you can do this.
But we may have saved the best for last.
It's Kaiserschmarrn time.
The Kaiserschmarrn is a traditional Austrian dessert that is basically a fluffy scrambled sweet pancake. This rendition is apparently Wolfgang's mom's recipe, and we did have to wait for 30 minutes for them to make this thing, but honestly, it was worth it. You're left with a vaguely eggy flavor with a hit of rum raisin, apple, and berry. So, compliments to Mom Puck. Now, overall, Spago does feel like a fancy restaurant, and a lot of the dishes are kind of bougie, and objectively, the ambiance did start off a little stuffy, but once the fountains turned on, everyone liked it. And honestly, if you can get a reservation, it's here. strongly recommend.
You should try it. You will get authenticity.
So in terms
I
of
swear I saw the whole fucking thing
we
in a
figured
month
what
ago.
we do would be to list our top 3s of our favorites in different categories. These are not ranked in any particular order. They're just sort of the best ones of each category, in our opinion. First up, for best overall experience, our favorites were Martha Stewart's The Bedford, Lives and the Herbs, Bobby Flay's Amalfi for his tender tentacles, and Lorena Garcia's Chica, which kind of did it all, from bombastic flavors to a tableside fire show, Vegas-y through and through. For best dishes, our picks were, once again, Bobby Flay's Tentacle, the charred octopus at Amalfi, the Buñuelo donuts at Chica, and sign me up for Austrian citizenship, Wolfgang, because I am a Kaiserschmarrn lady. Though we did have a hard time choosing this one, so honorable mention to the Tokyo Fried Chicken at International Smoke and the Chef Truck's Medianoche Cubano. I feel like if you're stumbling through the Park MGM, consider face planting into one of these. And then for best ambiance/decor, our favorites were Bobby f***ing Flay again with Amalfi, the Chef Truck at the Park MGM, because I am a sucker for a good installation, and Martha Stewart's The Bedford. I would happily wear an ankle bracelet in here any day. Overall, I will say, I was happy with the dramatically lessened amount of sprouts I encountered this time around. Maybe that trend has finally faded, and I am a little angry that Bobby Flay finessed us into liking his restaurant. I was hoping
I think trend would be a good restaurant idea, and it just it serves mostly like the trends. Like the sprouts are big, so it serves sprouts. And then if seafood comes in, it just serves seafood, and like the menu's continuously changing.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like that video, make sure
That'd be a good idea.
smash that like button, and if you want to see more videos like
This fabric, I got all these pins in it, and it's still gonna fucking slide on me. It is off, but I don't care if it's back there. It doesn't matter. It just needs to be at the front and back. Fuck it, leave the blue in. I don't care. It's gonna be fine.
Unreal deals for just $1. Win $10,000 by credit.
Something's wrong.
AliExpress shoppers.
Bunched up.
Download.
Tell me everything.
My father loved using his smoker to create these amazing meals. I inherited his smoker and taught myself how to use it. That's really where it all began.
What are some ways that QuickBooks has helped you? I can work on it from wherever, so if I'm in dad mode, it's on my mobile device. It's a great tool to have because it's so
Bad, we're off. Oh, missed a needle. Little and a lot. Look, I pinned it. This, see? This was lined up with that. That was the top, it was down a little, and now look, see, it's fucking me. This fabric is evil.
Guys, oh my.
I don't use
Some of you guys may know, earlier last year we spent 2 weeks in Las Vegas.
It's gonna have a wonky back, but that's okay.
And while we were there, we did a lot of things, like visiting the Mandalay Bay aquariums, riding the terrifying Big Shot on top of the Strat, and playing Twilight Zone mini golf in the basement of Bally's. But we also had a lot of good eats.
It was a good day.
Vegas is generally known as a place with a lot of really great, though sometimes
There's one here, I'll take that one, I guess.
And in the same way that different casinos try and attract customers to stay there with their clubs, shops, and shows, they also try and compete with each other as to who has the more marquee places to dine. And in sort of the same way that different famous performers have Vegas residencies, high-profile celebrity chefs have their own signature Vegas restaurants. This has been somewhat discussed on this channel before, but Tyler and I are big Food Network fans. Beyond the classics, we love the Great Food Truck Race.
Let's get rolling!
As well as Food Network Star, which is basically like Top Chef, except you have to be good at cooking and good at being a TV personality.
It is the goodness, my friends.
And we also love other food-related, but not actually on the Food Network shows, like all of Gordon Ramsay's content. I'm a particular sucker for any of the making over failing business ones.
The hell is that?
Flip phone. which makes us pretty big fans of a lot of the names in the celebrity chef world. So while we were in Vegas, we wanted to try and hit every celebrity chef's restaurant on the Strip, get a little taste of what they're serving up, and see who generally comes out on top. Beat Bobby Flay? Well, they're all certainly gonna try. Now, the first question we encountered when trying to make our list of restaurants...
Fuck, this house is quiet.
What is a celebrity chef? Because there are a lot of restaurants in Vegas that boast celebrity owners.
And I keep listening for Ghetto walking around or crying or needing food or attention or wanting to go outside. Oh,
Are known widely for a single meal, like
I keep the door open and I look for him. Don't know where he is.
This list, we ended up with about 33 places we had to hit, which was a bit crazy. As well as top chefs, and also Gordon Ramsay has and then rank them against each other. And in the end, we ended up with a list of about 12 spots to hit, which was more doable. Now, a quick note here, most of these restaurants are pretty expensive. In general,
fucking
food on the
cliff.
Vegas Strip can get pretty pricey. See $70 Johnny Rockets order. That's so crazy, right? And a lot of these places are fine dining restaurants. And then when you add on the famous name upcharge, there's even more of a bump. We will note when things are even pricier than the rest, or when things are more reasonable, but I just want to establish that we think that these prices are a little eye-popping, and we don't usually eat like this. Also, in general, we wanted to try a decent spread of things in each restaurant, so just a heads up, we did end up over-ordering at a lot of these places, and taking the rest for later. But with that, let's dine. Now, first up on our list was David Chang's Momofuku restaurant at the Cosmopolitan.
Twisted again.
David
Not
Chang
as
is a
bad
famous
as the
chef
other
and
ones, but still
restaurateur who
disappointed.
opened up his first Momofuku noodle bar in 2004. And
Oh,
it
yeah,
became
a
so
bit of the
successful
skulls
he
down
was
there,
able
but-
to open up multiple iterations of Momofukus around the world.
A couple teaspoons of salt, some black pepper, and a couple hours of don't worry about it.
He also starred in his own food exploration series on Netflix called Ugly Delicious.
I'm okay making really ugly food. This is basically one of the ugliest dishes I've ever made.
As well as the docuseries The Next Thing You Eat on Hulu. I think this is his main restaurant in Vegas.
Well, you can't trust those details.
Though he does also have a stall in this food hall at the Cosmopolitan, and is a co-founder of which also has a location in the Cosmo.
Nothing gets me more worked up than goddamn pumpkin pie.
And kind of like a bait and switch. The front area is a narrow wooden room, but then when you walk through it, you're let out into a huge open dining area in the back.
There's skulls on both sides. It's lovely.
And large windows with views out onto the Strip.
I can see the Paris behind you. It's the other side.
There's also some cool art in there, as well as notably a high-tech Japanese toilet, which we were so excited about that Tyler apparently got some footage of it. Momofuku's cuisine is generally described as contemporary Asian American, and we basically decided to order a couple of bowls of noodles as well as some signature small plates. Now, part of David Chang's brand is pork belly buns, so we of course had to order a couple.
Those are huge!
And I think it's safe to say these were good. Sweet, rich, and warm. But they weren't the standout dish from our visit. We got another signature item, which our server dubbed a must-try, the raw tuna with foie gras on top of it, which is kind of like a fancy cuisine mashup kind of dish, which David Chang is also kind of known for.
So it's like, what the are you eating? You know what I mean?
Now, foie gras was a new one for me. It's made of duck liver, which just off the bat sounded pretty intimidating, but it wasn't so bad.
It kind of tastes like cheese.
Yeah, the goose liver is very cheesy.
They shave it really finely over the tuna, so the texture is a non-issue, and it's just kind of rich, savory, and oily.
It might be because it looks kind of like cheese that I think it tastes like cheese, but I think it tastes like cheese. The pine nuts are good in there though too.
For our mains, we got the ginger scallion noodles with chicken, and the truffle ramen with a poached egg, which we figured we should try because it was $30 more than the other ramen dish.
I'm guessing that's the truffle down the middle.
Truffle can be kind of an overpowering, earthy, mushroom-esque flavor, so the broth did end up mostly just tasting of truffle.
I don't think I've ever had truffle. I'll have to try it someday.
It's just truffle.
But Tyler really did like the noodle itself. Nice and springy, as he said.
I sort of like accidentally like shotgunned my truffle noodles.
Sorry guys, I'm supposed to get some B-roll with my noodles and I ate it.
We did also get some non-signature things, mostly sides.
Medium raw spicy cucumber.
And these were unexpected bangers. In particular, the Brentwood corn was out of this world.
I'm gonna feed you the corn.
It was very fresh and smoky, with a little bit of salty cheese and a little tangy sauce on it.
The sauce tastes like a bougie version of the Taco Bell quesadilla sauce.
Oh, I sent it this way.
We also ordered a yuzu lemonade, which was randomly very good.
Oh, that's amazing. It's enhanced. That's enhanced lemonade.
Yuzu is a citrus fruit from East Asia that actually popped up a few times on our trip.
Yuzu, man. A lot of yuzu action on this trip.
I agree. Everyone use it.
But in this instance, it really just deepened the lemonade flavor.
It tastes like a delicious salad.
Now, as for our super fast wrap-up of the restaurant so that we can get on to the next place on our list, we liked Momofuku a lot.
Proper way to eat noodles. Out of my hand.
Amazing corn, killer noodles. Maybe don't spring for the truffle unless you definitely like truffle, but the yuzu lemonade, once again, slaps.
It does.
I hate this fabric.
Now, next up on our list was Gordon Ramsay's...
When I did the giant squid, I actually had to like pin the fabric down and then hand stitch tacks in so I could go around it with the sewing machine so it wouldn't move up too much. And then I had to go in and pop all the little stitch tacks I put in so I could actually like turn it.
MasterChef, and of course, Hell's Kitchen, which is a cook-off elimination show where chefs compete to become the head chef of a restaurant. Besides being an accomplished chef and restaurateur, he is also, of course, known for his brash personality and prolific profanity.
Listen. Go. Get out!
As we mentioned earlier, Gordon has a ton of other restaurants on the strip, like Gordon Ramsay Steak, Gordon Ramsay Burger, Gordon Ramsay Fish and Chips, Gordon Ramsay Pub and Grill.
The other Gordon Ramsay restaurant.
But we figured Hell's Kitchen seemed the most themed around his content, so we picked this one.
Alright, we're gonna head into HE double hockey stick section.
Hell's Kitchen is actually in its own freestanding structure outside the front entrance of Caesar's Palace, and once you get inside, you are immediately hit with a little section of Gordon merch, and a digital Gordon who greets guests as they walk in. Past that is the main dining room, which is pretty large, and if you look carefully, has a lot of hidden throughout. And is open to they literally filmed this show. Kind of general fine dining with a few signature Gordon dishes thrown in.
Unfortunately, it seems to be on the menu. An idiot sandwich.
We tasting menu plus a few other things.
Tomato broth salad.
Most with the exception of the scallops.
The
The scallops themselves were nicely cooked, but the green sauce here is pea puree, and the kind of bitter pea taste was pretty alarming.
It's very common.
And maybe they agreed because they've since changed their sandwich.
These might just be decorative peas. Let me ignore the peas.
The burrata salad was very cool and juicy. I really liked the cup of mushrooms I got.
I'm not. I don't need it. I like the mushrooms.
But the thing you all and we all were was Wellington.
Are you ready for the beef Wellington?
Well, yeah. Where's the wedding?
It's branded around the beef Wellington drum.
Beef Wellington magnet.
It is basically a fillet steak covered in a mushroom stuffing and then wrapped in
With Cascade Platinum Plus, I have upped my dish.
Platinum Plus gives you access here to clean, even if
Enough for you?
break, load, done. Cascade Platinum Plus.
Isn't this exciting?
Pain behind a smile? Voltaren can help. Proven anti-inflammatory.
I will work
Penetrates
till
to relieve your pain and
another hour.
Voltaren, the joy of movement.
Can I do this weightless hydration?
How far off am I? Oh my fucking god, that's the best one, I think. I know what this fabric it is. Did I catch everything? Yes. Okay.
Meet Priya. She makes bank with EQ Bank. Her EQ Bank personal account lets her move forward without monthly fees holding her back. So she always stays a step ahead. Go on, Priya. Make bank.
See it a little bit.
And Tyler loved this thing.
It's very fluffy.
Fluffy?
It's more pastry than I thought.
Ah.
You gotta try it.
To be fair, this is the kind of thing Tyler likes. He likes meat pies and stuff like that.
Tyler would have done well in medieval Europe. Meat pie central, baby.
My ass.
And the fact that you need contacts.
But between the two of us, we thought that the beef Wellington lived up to the hype. The meat was pretty tender, and the mushroom paste was very smooth and savory.
Whatever that layer is in between the pastry and the beef, that's very good.
Now, we didn't realize this when we ordered it, but apparently the sticky toffee pudding is also a Gordon signature. I think it's based off of his mom's recipe. What? And this ended up being pretty S tier.
That's like the best toffee butterscotchy I've ever tasted in my life.
I love this fabric. Oh, why do you have to be so difficult to work with?
This dessert blew my mind.
I need more of that.
You're trying to speed me along here.
Can you go faster, please?
It's super sweet, melty, gooey. Props to Gordon's mom.
It's so good. Now that I have a spoon in my hand.
Mom's the best.
Move the camera, I'll get the spoon.
How dare you? Tyler is legitimately just eating this, so I'm gonna have to put the camera down if I want another bite.
Now, overall, we enjoyed our experience here. Somewhat for the novelty, but I would definitely bring another Gordon fan here to try the toffee pudding.
What the hell?
And possibly. Next up on our list was Tom Cruise's heritage.
Simple things that be done right.
Tom Colicchio is, I think, best known for being the head judge of the long-running competition show Top Chef on Bravo.
That helps. Like, why? Am I in pain?
But he has hosted and appeared in other content as well.
How about we play a little game of chicken?
Besides being an accomplished chef and restaurateur, I also read an article that called him a master with the meat, so do with that what you will.
That's the way I do it. It's not the way I do it. Looks like the first one that we launched that in. We got it, thing.
And I think he has 2 restaurants in Vegas. He also has craft store in Japan. Because we already had multiple restaurants to visit over there, which is right in the central atrium of the Mirage next to the casino floor. Area concept is this whole big room down here, kind of behind the water of the hotel.
There's a whole thing back here.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like you're dining
There
in
we
a
go.
tropical bungalow, which is nice.
I am like lost in the jungle right now, aren't I?
There we go.
And as we mentioned, Tom mostly focuses on steakhouse classics with some thrown in. But they do note that they cook their meats on a white oak open fire.
3,
Fancy.
4,
On the seafood
5.
side,
Wow.
we did get the raw
I have a whole
yellowtail
fever of them.
cordon,
Let's put these to the side so I can cut some more
Is
tops.
that the one they put their hands up? Right? Yeah, right, yeah.
which looked great, but
What do I have to work with? A little tiny bit of snowflake. Won't be able to get a big one, but I might be able to get a couple of just little ones out of it. That's the back.
And this clearly was a high-end steak. It wasn't too thick or too rich, so it was pretty easy to eat, and you could kind of taste the char from the open flame, actually.
I could do it, but I don't have a tail. And I don't have it other pieces.
I don't know a lot about how to judge good steaks. There are people out there who are like steak connoisseurs and can describe subtle differences, and we're more like, if a steak meets a minimum standard, it's good. But we can judge other things, and we found that the real standouts were the sides and the free stuff.
Alright. Breaking the heart.
Okay, I snuck a fry. They're amazing. They're like gourmet McDonald's fries.
Yeah, they are.
The mixed green salad, beefy.
That cucumber.
Where did the others?
The complimentary rolls, whoa. Vegetable. Those look like luscious butt cheeks. And
The more I work,
gazpacho was a standout.
I give my soul to my work.
Quinoa pieces in there that made it kind of crunchy, and there were also large pieces of what I thought were very firm cucumber. But upon further inspection,
There's watermelon in there.
Oh, yeah?
yeah, which was genius. It was sweet, crisp, watery, very top shelf. Get it? like Top Chef.
You look like you're telling a story on Are You Afraid of Dark?
Overall, we had a good time. I would come back for the gazpacho and the bootylicious rolls. Whoa, what the heck? But unfortunately, the Mirage is set to be replaced with a giant hard rock guitar-shaped casino, so I might not get the chance. Now, the next restaurant on our list was Jose Andres' Bizarre Meats at the Sahara.
Hello, people. I am Jose Andres. Oh, yeah.
Jose Andres is a famous Spanish chef who's been credited with helping popularize the tapa-style small dish dining concept in America during the 90s and 2000s.
Let's go to the kitchen.
As his restaurants in the US became more popular, he started becoming more famous in Spain as well, and got his own show on Spanish TV.
The pasta obviously was invented in Spain, period, yes.
He's also been featured in a documentary film about his non-profit, World Central Kitchen, on Disney+, and he also has a new Discovery Plus show coming out as well.
It's an art piece.
It's an art piece.
And Jose Andres actually has a lot of restaurants on the Vegas Strip, but we chose Bizarre Meats because it combines some elements of the Spanish tapa style with cuts of rare meat and some of his out there experimental molecular gastronomy dishes.
What is a caviar cone?
The restaurant itself is like a long, dark room with bizarre, almost hunting lodge type decor. Also, the kitchen is open to the dining room, and so a lot of smoke from different grilling meats fills the air.
Oh, that'll be close. Give her a try.
There's a lot on this menu, and a lot of our choices were directed by our server, and since most of it is tapa style, we ordered a lot of stuff, including a smoking cotton candy mojito, because we saw someone else get it.
Is that how you drink it, Tyler? You just stick your head in it?
The majority of dishes fall into three main categories. The raw stuff, like the bison carpaccio.
This is literally meat by the foot. This is how you do it.
As well as the Kobe air breads, which are like hollow crackers with raw meat outside and liquid cheese inside.
This looks like a cheese.
A raw cheesesteak?
The tiny stuff, like this deconstructed caprese salad.
And more tail.
Cones, which, at the risk of sounding highly unrelatable,
Nice.
I actually thought were pretty good.
It has a piece of wonton with cheese in it.
Nice, crunchy, and salty, and this one even had some gold flakes on it.
That's delicious.
And then we have the experimental stuff, like these deconstructed olives, which were pretty crazy.
Wow, this is an experience.
They serve you real olives, and then like the essence of an olive in a little sack of water.
It looks like an egg yolk.
Good drama.
Oh my god, it's sliding.
Slide that going.
Which you pop in your mouth and kind of tastes like the aftertaste of a veggie pizza. It was pretty good.
Honestly, a pizza with olives, but still.
The other marquee experimental thing I got was the foie gras cotton candy, which, as we mentioned before, is duck liver that is, in this case, somehow spun into sugar. I thought this was interesting. The cotton candy part itself was almost just like normal cotton candy, but there was a bit of more salted foie gras in the middle of it that kind of took me by surprise.
Well, this fabric is much more easier to work
A
with.
pat of butter in the middle.
I don't know if I like it. I did.
We did also order a very small amount of a rare cut of Wagyu beef, which was cooked on a hot stone next to our table.
I feel a wine to dine right now. This is what they're like catered to, you know what I mean?
So the whole experience was very impressive.
Here's the certificate on the city that did it for you.
Yeah, exactly. It's a certificate for me.
And it was actually a good thing that we got so little of it.
It's the least. It just melts.
We did also
I'm a little rattled by how good they look.
which weren't that experimental, but they were incredible.
That went straight to the face.
Now, we did say we would mention if a restaurant was more expensive than the others, and that restaurant is this one. I think partially because it's fancy small plates, and partially because it's cuts of rare meats, but I would come back if someone else was picking up the bill, for the caviar cones and the desserts. Now, next up on our list was Bobby Flay's Bobby's personality.
There he is. James Bland.
Having cooked and judged on like a million different Food Network shows.
Enough said.
But he might be best known for his own personal competition show, Beat Bobby Flay.
You shut his oven off.
And though he does a lot of stuff, he specializes in Cajun and Southwestern cuisine specifically.
It's hot. It's a hot sauce.
Now, some drama. Before the pandemic, Tyler and I had visited Vegas and seen Bobby Flay's at Caesar's Palace, which is his But lo and behold, when we returned to Vegas this year, it seemed that Bobby had replaced his iconic Mesa Grill with a coastal Italian restaurant, Amalfi. And Tyler and I felt irrationally betrayed that we would never get to eat at Mesa Grill.
I had no impulse to beat Bobby Flay until you removed Mesa Grill. Now I want to beat him to a pulp.
So we could not bring ourselves to go to Amalfi.
Look, it looks super nice.
No, don't say that.
No, in terms of decor.
Really never speaks to me again. I can't think you said that.
Instead, we decided to go to one of Bobby Flay's Bobby's Burgers locations. And Bobby does seem to be opening a lot of these, so they seem to be a point of emphasis for him as well. It's a decently
I have to order more of these size eyeballs already.
Which I would describe as a more gourmet-seeming Five Guys or Shake Shack. And his menu is, of course, mostly burgers, but like with interesting toppings. Actually, wait. His Crunch Burger is trademarked, so of course we had to get that. And the secret of this one is that they put a bunch of potato chips on the burger.
That did sound crunchy, I'm not gonna lie. The crunch heard around the Harrows.
But beyond that, it is pretty tasty.
That tastes very bad for me.
I think because of the lack of vegetables, it is a bit heavy feeling, like it's meat, cheese, bread, and salty chips. It's a knockout.
It almost has like a hamburger helper mac and cheese vibe.
The second thing we got was the brunch burger, partially because it rhymed, and partially because we thought it was just an egg sandwich.
I looked it up. Oh, hello there.
That is a beautiful little egg.
As big egg fans, we did like it.
Once again, it's like very cozy.
But in my opinion, it was sorely lacking a little crisp tomato or maybe a raw onion or something.
Absolutely no vegetables. Not a single one to be found.
That said, the fried chicken sandwich we got was really good. The textures in here were a little more varied, with some crispy cabbage slaw and a little vinegary pickle.
There's a little spicy in the slaw, which is giving it to me.
The pickle is out as well.
And all that helped balance out the fried chicken itself for a great sandwich experience.
It's a little fresher about this one. Probably vegetables.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not completely fair to compare Bobby's Burgers to the other fine dining restaurants, but overall, I thought some of his burger ideas were pretty interesting.
Would you say it has the trademark edge of Bobby's personality?
Yes.
Shut up.
And these 3 burgers were actually less expensive than the 3 chicken sandwiches we bought from Johnny Rockets. So even though it's not cheap, it is cheaper. Next up on our list was Buddy Lastro's Pizza Cake Restaurant, also in Harrah's.
We'll do purple again because it's next to me and I don't want to go upstairs.
Buddy V is more commonly known as Cake Boss.
There's a lot of cake here, man.
They from the long-running TLC show that chronicles the crazy creations he and his staff make at their family-run Carlos Bakery in Hoboken, New Jersey.
That's how you do a dragon cake. Hoboken style. Hoboken style. Hoboken style, baby.
And like we mentioned in our hotel video, Buddy V is kind of taking over the strip.
Big time, baby.
In addition to having a number of 24/7 cake vending machines all over the place, he has a Buddy's Ristorante at the Venetian, a Boss Cafe at the Link, and then a Buddy's Jersey Eats also at the Link.
It's got a lot of juice.
I chose Pizza Cake specifically because it sounded more cake-oriented, and also because there was a time where Buddy actually made a giant pizza cake on the show.
That's a pizza cake.
Pretty impressive.
You know the name's Pizza Cake? It's supposed to be like piece of cake.
Pizza Cake is right next to the Harrah's casino floor and is pretty open to the rest of the hotel.
He's making here in Vegas.
And as the name suggests, they serve different pizzas by the slice, as well as slices of cakes, cookies, and cannolis. Already weighed down by Bobby's Burgers, we skipped past the pizza and went straight for dessert. We ordered a slice of the rainbow cake, which disappointingly did come out of the vending machine.
I've never had cake like this before.
Vacuum sealed.
So I guess we could have just gone to one of the vending machines, but a it was pretty good. The frosting was a little too sweet for my taste, but the cake part itself was really light and fluffy and a little eggy. We also got a slice of the s'mores cookie cake. Look at the Teddy Grahams on there.
That's solid to me.
Which I had gotten because it seemed the most like a cake pizza. The cookie itself was nice, and the use of Teddy Grahams was kind of inspired, but my one gripe was that they, once again, used a lot of really sweet frosting.
No.
And then we also got a cannoli, which was excellent.
Here it is.
The shell was nice and crispy, and the cream filling was not too sweet. It was that perfect kind of light cream cheesy flavor.
That's my favorite.
If I were Buddy, I would be vacuum sealing these and putting them in the vending machines too.
Welcome.
Really good, right?
Once again, it's not that fair to compare this to other fine dining restaurants, but as a casual spot next to the casino floor, I thought this place was pretty fun. The cannoli was the tits, and you do have to tip your hat to Buddy V. He's building an empire, and there's nothing any of us can do to stop him.
You're always eating on the job. Come on, come back to work.
Later that same day, thankfully a few hours later, so we had some time to digest, we headed over to Guy Fieri's restaurant at the Link.
First impression of the lake smells like barbecue. Guy Fieri's restaurant, right there.
Quick disclaimer, I say Guy Fieri's name like 85 different ways in this video. I apologize and hope I'm saying it correctly now.
Yeah, one comes rolling down the driveway for dinner, but this super duper weenie wagon.
Now, Guy Fieri, with his off-the-hook California cuisine, was actually an early winner of Food Network Star back in 2006, and has since then become one of the most recognizable faces of the network.
Wow, that's good. The sausage ratio to this is outstanding.
He's known for his iconic style, frosted tips, rough and tumble vibes, and for being the self-proclaimed mayor of Flavortown.
Are we in Flavortown right now?
I'm at customs. I am crossing the border. You know what this is. This is the Punchbowl of the Flavortown High School prom.
We were also wearing these coordinated flaming bowling shirts in celebration of going to his restaurant, so we were pumped.
Going to Flavortown, and no one can stop me.
I think that's I guess that answers my question as to why this place Flavor Sin City or Flavortown 2. Saucy twists on American comfort. The trash can nachos are one of his signature dishes that quantity and tang.
There's a lot of flavors. Yeah, people don't use that much anymore.
The twist is clearly one of Guy's staple moves. As with our they were still pretty good to eat, just as unidentifiable lumps. Another thing we noticed was that Guy is pretty generous with his portion sizes.
It's called the Cheesecake Challenge.
Like with this Bloody Mary that we ordered because Tyler's mom told us we had to.
Okay, giant.
Which came with a huge skewer of waffle fries and an entire half of a jalapeno on top.
Oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god.
My tatted up turkey burger was one of the more terrifying dishes I've ever eaten.
I don't know how to approach this.
The bun was tiny, but the patty and fixings were huge. And the flavor almost knocked me over.
What tasted there?
There was grilled turkey, lettuce,
They have some big salsa on the left side there.
I think some salsa in the burger.
and smoky Gouda cheese. Not bad, just powerful.
I asked for a trip to Flavortown. He's taking me there.
And to end on a high but still large note, the Big Dipper sandwich was, according to Tyler, one of the best things he ate on our entire trip.
Napkin needed, napkin needed.
That is amazing.
It's kind of like a half cheesesteak, half French dip love child of a roast beef sandwich, and Tyler wanted me to specifically mention that the hokey bread was very porous and therefore very good at soaking up the sauce.
So that's really important when it comes to this kind of sandwiches. Good bread.
Now, we had a blast here, mostly because the vibes were just good. Thank you. And though some of the food terrified me, I would come back here with 4 to 5 more people so we could take on the cheesecake challenge because it looks good. We just need backup. Next up on our list was Giada De Laurentiis' eponymous Giada restaurant at the Cromwell.
We're gonna cook some spaghetti, yes.
In wine?
Yes.
Hot dog.
Yeah, right?
Now, Giada De Laurentiis is another longtime Food Network personality
Perfectly al dente.
who has hosted such shows as Everyday Italian, Giada at Home, Giada in Italy, Giada Entertains, Giada in Paradise, etc., etc.
Because I've got a lot of Pinot Grigio in my fridge.
If the show names didn't tip you off, Giada is from Italy, and her specialty is Italian cuisine.
Bravo.
Now, we've actually been to Giada's restaurant and enjoyed ourselves a lot, so we were plenty happy to go back. The Cromwell itself is a pretty small hotel, and they've dedicated almost a third of it to Giada's restaurant.
I like that Giada has her own wing.
She has a big ass restaurant.
Besides the it also features floor-to-ceiling windows with pretty sweeping views of the other side of the strip. In this case, Caesar's and the Bellagio across the street.
Pasta has to be the call, right? Right.
One thing to note, on the menu, she also includes a guide as to how to pronounce some of the specific dishes.
She's an emphasized pronouncer.
This is kind of a Food Network deep cut, but one of the memes about Giada is that she is pretty hardcore with the pronunciation of
Spaghetti, linguine, fettuccine, farfalle, ricotta, gubetti.
and while some of the names of Italian dishes are often butchered,
Mascarpone.
A little bit of that, yeah.
the way she wrote out the pronunciation for spaghetti on the menu looks just like spaghetti. So I'm not sure how far we're gonna get with that.
How else do you say spaghetti?
Spaghetti.
No.
Now, to prepare ourselves for a deluge of pasta, we got a couple of very welcomed cappuccinos
Yum.
and a few appetizers, like the saucy orzo meatballs
It's a meatball.
It's a lemony meatball.
and the salty yet still fresh grilled artichoke.
It's a good sour flavor. I actually like that. You know, it's
Sour. Maybe that's the word I forgot. I forgot the word for sour.
But then we got into the good stuff. We ordered the lemon spaghetti with shrimp, which is one of her signature pastas,
It's a pretty beautiful plate.
and it was quite fresh and summery, especially for a pasta dish.
Signature.
No, that's amazing.
And it also kind of started off an oversized theme that we began to notice in the restaurant, because these shrimp were pretty big, as was the wheel of cheese full of pasta that we got.
Did you see the cheese? Look at this is cheese. Oh yeah.
Which was then seasoned by an enormous pepper grinder.
That was the biggest pepper grinder I've ever seen in my life.
I think it's bigger than Giada.
Literally. Alright.
The wheel of cheese itself is meat, so it's not really like tasting like a super fancy mac and cheese, creamy, a little bit salty from the pecorino romano, and a nice kick from the cracked pepper.
The noodles closer to the wheel. Those are
You said meow or yeah?
both.
The only real miss of the meal was the pistachio souffle.
What even is this?
What did I order?
It sounded good and was very visually pleasing, but the nuts on it were overwhelmingly salty, and the raspberry sauce was very tart.
Wow.
The rest of Giada's meal and her salad. This place is good, and we'd happily go back.
I'm worried about a pillow chest upstairs.
Stay there forever.
Never move.
We gotta get the
Now, next up on our list, we have Lisa Vanderpump's Vanderpump à Paris restaurant at the Paris.
Okay, the party's started.
And Lisa Vanderpump is most well known for being a real housewife of Beverly Hills,
You can stab me in the back, but whilst you're there, kiss my ass.
as well as for starring in Vanderpump Rules on Bravo, a show which follows her and the staff at her restaurants and bars in West Hollywood.
Joe, I need my daily fix. What's the special time?
Now, this is a bit of a controversial addition to our list, mostly because Lisa herself is not a chef, so in some ways, she shouldn't be on the list. But we had a hard time taking her off, because unlike the Jonas Brothers, she was a well-established restaurateur before rising to TV fame.
It's all going according to plan.
And the show Vanderpump Rules does specifically show her running her restaurants, even if it is more about the love lives of her employees.
I've just seen your boyfriend. I do not want to be getting you. Okay, go.
We are also big fans. Lisa Vanderpump is actually Tyler's celebrity crush, so we really wanted to go. On the Strip specifically, Lisa also had a cocktail lounge at Caesar's Palace, which we did stop by. Top Party is her only real restaurant. Actually, it's a show. Crazy street lamps, roses everywhere. It's and the cuisine here is built on simple dishes with a little bit of a French which we understood as most fun small plates. There are is tiny and so we followed that through line. Ordered a fancy cocktail, which was a glass pyramid and a puff of smoke.
Yeah, that was right in my face. It was amazing.
And was quite strong.
Hi, Patricia. I don't know if you're still there, but hello. Thank you for stopping in to the world's most boring live stream.
Finger food kind of stuff. The ratatouille frites were the only thing I wouldn't recommend. They didn't have a lot of substance to them, so they were kind of just like little wisps of air.
I'd like to try ratatouille.
It looks like calamari.
Calamari, but just that.
The menage a tomate salad was sort of tomatoes three ways.
You get a menage in the mouth?
Yes, but the goat cheese is very greedy.
Greedy.
And it may not have been the most groundbreaking dish,
Yeah, cut that in half so that I can piggyback off of your menage.
but after having been on the Strip for nearly 2 weeks, subsisting mostly on Starbucks egg bites and celebrity chef restaurant fare,
There hasn't been a lot of fresh air nor fresh vegetables on this trip.
just some nice juicy tomatoes with cracked pepper on them really hit the spot. The truffle baguette was also very good. I know we have previously complained about truffle being an overwhelming flavor, but there was just enough bread, brie, and honey in this that we were able to taste something other than just truffle.
You know what else in there?
What?
Only gets better with time, just like Lisa Vanderpump.
And then for dessert, we got the rosé eclairs.
And there's gold leaf flakes on there.
The rosé flavor was a bit overpowered by a competing raspberry flavor somewhere in there. It was more of a raspberry eclair, but the rosé inside was really fluffy and light and not too sweet. And I love me a not too sweet
What
dessert.
or why? Oh, what? I'm making, hang on a second. I don't have a stuffed one, but I'm making baby stingrays. This one, and then I got this one, and then I got this one, which is bigger, and then I have another one of that, which I made, and then I have one of these guys. I'm trying to get through the bits of little fabric I made the giant squids out of, so I'm trying to use these guys up. And then after I'm done with this little bit, I have this space galaxy fabric, which is going to be fucking amazing. And I have this other space one, and this one actually glows in the dark, so like all the moons and stars glow in the dark. So I'm excited about that one. And then I have to start making some giant squids, which means I have to start taking some blankets apart.
The American version of the show some serious legitimacy.
Thank you. What time is it where you are? It's like 11 o'clock here.
World, but I'm pretty sure that this is his only one in Vegas.
I had an Etsy shop, but Etsy, I don't like Etsy right now. So I am not posting on there, and I'm not sure if I will again. I might have to open up my own, website to do my thing. Probably Shopify or something.
Sushi is actually so I kind of just pieces. And our server really likes yellowtail, so we ended up with a lot of yellowtail.
There we go. Alright. Trim, trim, trim. 10 p.m. Pennsylvania. USA. Oh, we're not too far away. I'm in Nova Scotia, Canada at the moment.
We are by no means sushi connoisseurs, but I thought the rice was quite vinegary and the fish was very soft and melty.
How's your summer going? kind of in the middle of another drought, and my garden is completely dead because I forgot it existed for like maybe 3 weeks. So, oh well, I threw some compost in it, so I'll try again next year.
As well as lime and avocado, and they were very fresh and citrusy and crunchy.
It's mostly guacamole and spicy peppers, which is good. Inside of a long avocado.
And then we got a couple of hot stone dishes, including these sizzling pork gyoza.
I'll go first.
Which, once they cool down, were nice and crispy on the outside and well scallioned on the inside. And then we also got the char siu bap, which is pork belly, rice, and some other veggies cooked in a hot stone bowl. It did sort of just taste like a twist
Do you do
on a
any
fried
sewing?
rice dish, but I do love when rice gets crispy at the bottom like this.
Yeah, I haven't been like Ontario in the winter, other than like the Toronto airport.
Which came paired with
But yeah, that was cold even just passing through.
and kind of had the vibe of a
It's not too bad where I am because I'm next to the ocean. Nova Scotia is pretty stable in its temperature ranges, I want to say, because of that.
Quite the tab at Morimoto's, but there were very few misses, and I would come back for pretty much everything, including the many Diet Cokes that Now, next up on our list was Emerald Lagasse's New Orleans fish market just down the hall. Thankfully, we went on a separate day, not just right after Morimoto's. Emerald is a true OG Food Network star. Having hosted many shows on the network all the way back to the early 90s. In fact, Tyler's even said that some of his earliest memories are of his mom watching Emerald. Which is pretty cute.
That was like the background television of my very, very toddler youth.
And Emerald specializes in Creole, Cajun, and his self-developed New Orleans cuisine, and also has
You can pop over on the cafe anytime. Not too far of a drive, I don't think. It's really nice this time of year too.
Also has a Delmonico's Steakhouse at the Venetian, but we wanted to go for a restaurant that really
And everyone's pretty friendly.
The atmosphere at the Fish House is actually
Lots of lighthouses. If you like Nova if you like lighthouses, you'll like driving around Nova Scotia.
with warm-toned woods and a large two-part bronzy fish statue. And we ended up ordering just a few things. First off, the
I would love to go back to Las Vegas, but I am a little broke right now. And other political stuff happening. But I went to Las Vegas like 2015 and I fucking loved it. I would love to do the Grand Canyon again. Like, I did not spend enough time there.
We also got the barbecue.
Ever been to the Grand Canyon? It looks... It's like... I can't describe it because everything's so big and so far away. It makes your eyes feel like you're looking. It's at a mirage. It's so wild.
This is Emerald's secret sauce.
Oh, if you get to Nova Scotia, I recommend going up to Digby Neck. You have to book in advance in the summer because it doesn't run in the winter. But they do whale watching tours off Digby. It's really awesome. Well, actually, I just came across on the whatchamacallit. The thing there, the thing. The ferry from St. John to Digby. And I actually ended up seeing harbor porpoises right before Digby, so the entire harbor's full of wild animals. And the odd shark here, too. There you go.
But we liked what we ordered, and if you are a seafood lover or Tyler's mom, you would probably also like it here.
My hands are black because I'm using like a washable marker to make my patterns, so I'm not actually like putting real souls into my art tonight, anyway.
So I might need to come back for that specifically. And then, for our last official celebrity chef restaurant on the Strip, we have Robert Irvine's Public House at the Tropicana.
West Muddy, Mississippi.
We visited that I think I'd throw in at the end. So stay tuned for those as well. Now, Robert Irvine is a
I'd like to travel. I'd like to go to Europe.
British celebrity chef.
There's a couple places over in Europe I would love to be able to get to.
Let's get to work.
He has a few claims to fame, like serving on Queen Elizabeth's Royal Yacht Britannia, preparing food at the White House, and allegedly helping make Charles and Diana's royal wedding cake, some of which have been disputed.
Smoky, sizzly, ribby.
Those are claims to fame. and Tyler and I are interested by how true. Oh my god. Not and I think that's a major part of his brain. He currently owns / operates two restaurants, Robert Irvine's Public House at the Tropicana and Fresh Kitchen by Robert Irvine, located inside of the Pentagon in Washington, D.C. So I guess his vibe is like buff military chef.
Yeah, we have a lot of nope, in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia specifically, I think you can actually, it's like a $5 fee, you can actually climb to the top of the lighthouse. It's like 75 steps. Like spiraling upwards.
So we've got a couple of casual.
I would like to go to Salem. And I know if I go to Salem during like October and Christmas, it would be very busy. But like I would love to go there for the festivities and stuff.
Literally seen Robert Irvine drink this.
Last night in Vegas?
Love Halloween. I will take Halloween over Christmas any day. I find Christmas way too stressful.
Which Robert is pictured all over
love
the
Halloween.
Tropicana, holding up next to a large knife.
All over the casino.
And this sandwich was a little intimidating. The pastrami meat was salty and a little spicy. The Swiss was sharp. The rye and the sauerkraut were sour and a little bitter.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No wonder this is Robert's sandwich of choice.
What's happening to you? Suddenly, your hair is graying. Your biceps, they're growing.
We also ordered the Wagyu beef sliders, which had these crispy onions on the side that were kind of addictive.
Did you hear the camera on
Got the Rosso red pizza, which was fine overall.
If I was drunk off of a double shot of tequila and a single Stella Artois.
You mean like me?
Nothing to write home about.
It does. Like I've pretty much decided well, what I do for some of my my stepbrothers and sisters, what I do for them is I just do baking. Like I've given up completely buying them anything because first off I don't know what to get. Second off, does anybody really need that much junk? So yeah, so about a month from now I'll start cooking. I'll do like 3 or 4 different types of cookies. And then I'll do some either banana bread or muffins. I haven't quite decided this year what it's going to be. And then after that, cookies, banana bread. What else do I usually make?
Okay, so there were a couple more.
Sometimes I'll do like a pie or jam or pickles. But I'll do like 5 or 6 different types of cookies. I just use like a basic chocolate chip cookie batter and I just swap out the things. Oh, thank you. I have another fabric I just got. It's upstairs. I'm going to turn it into a giant snowy giant squid. Like I like the snowy fabric, but then you have, it kind of puts it in a season of like the winter and holidays and Christmas. So sometimes they can be a little harder to move selling wise when you look at like something and it just kind of gives you that chestnut roasting on an open fire vibe. You know what I mean?
My steak knife, including the ahi tuna rolls, the filet mignon, and the spicy sauce.
I do have some teddy bears behind me that I'm going to turn into giant mermaids. I have so many projects and just not enough time. My next market is going to be in Halifax at the Oddities show. So I'm working on stuff for that right now. Not these. These are going to go to the standard tourist gift shops around here. Because every
and he's considered to be
puzzles.
The gourmet food truck movement. We honestly just went to this restaurant.
Puzzles, Pizzelles. I don't know what that word means.
It turns out that he does appear in the Chef Show with Jon Favreau.
Am I having a stroke? Probably.
Broken bread on paste made.
Words are hard today.
Boy Choy should have been on our real
Been a
list.
hell of a week.
Alright.
3 little snowflakes. See, if I like that one. Couldn't really do much with that, so those are fine. Alright, stop overthinking shit.
There's that user again. the pretty pricey
Do
barbecue
you put
ribeye.
your labels on the projects? I do not. I don't know, I kind of feel weird about it. I should, but I don't know, I just don't. Which way does the fabric go? That's the top.
And their drinks all came served in huge
And I've been scolded quite a few times for not putting my my signature on stuff. Like I do like painting artwork, like wall art. And I was at the Tattoo Expo in the city a few weeks ago, and I had 3 pieces of my artwork. The woman comes over and she buys 2 of them, right? And she's very excited and she walks off. And then like 10 minutes later she comes back in a huff. She's like, "You didn't sign these! Sign these!" And she hands me a mark. I'm like, "Okay, I'm signing them." Just, I don't know. I feel a little weird for some reason. Like if you cannot recognize my art in 100 years.
In the Vegas airport. Michaelina does have another restaurant that is a joint venture / collab with Aisha Kareem called International Smoke at the MGM Grand. And she does have her own.
I would love to have music playing, but I can't stand the free techno beat shit. And
we also missed going to
despite the fact that the Arcane soundtrack is mostly safe, they change their mind on songs all the time, so I could be listening to like Fantastic by King Princess, who was fine to listen to for a few weeks, and then one day it was just, "Nope, we're shutting down your live stream, you're playing the bad music." I'm just like, what the fuck? It was good last week, and the week before that, and the week before that.
In terms of an outro here, we figured the best thing to do would be to listen.
And I'm tempted, because Netflix kind of to put the K-pop on, but ugh. I would just have like Your Idol on repeat for like 3 hours. And I'd probably get my chain shut down again.
Hell's Kitchen. We had high expectations, and he did deliver pretty well. Giada De Laurentiis' Giada, it's a favorite of ours. Guy Fieri's Vegas Kitchen and Bar for the vibes and nachos, and Jose Andres' Bizarre Meats. Very fancy, but truly a one-of-a-kind experience. For best dishes, our picks were the sticky toffee pudding at Hell's Kitchen, the yellowtail taco at Morimoto's, the breadwood corn at Momofuku, the Big Dipper sandwich at Guy Fieri's, and the gazpacho at Tom Colicchio's, because of the crunchy watermelon. And then for best ambiance / decor, our favorites were Lisa Vanderpump's Vanderpump Opry, again, Giada De Laurentiis' Giada, Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen, Roy Choi's Best Friend, even though we didn't really document it, and Bizarre Meats, because of the smoking meats and smoking cocktails. Now, one final thought that I've been holding my tongue about this entire time. If I were to give a sweeping recommendation to all of the celebrity chefs on our list, it would be lighten up on the sprouts.
But it's Sprout Psycho over here.
There seems to be a widespread sprouts obsession.
Sprouts, everyone wants sprouts.
Everyone's putting sprouts in everything.
And after eating a lot of them on our trip,
I got the mound of sprouts at the top.
Yeah.
I would say I don't even think they taste very good.
The one thing we really gotta ask ourselves is, did this pizza need sprouts?
Absolutely not.
Just 86 the sprouts. Do we need this? Okay, so that was a lot of food and a lot of restaurants. I know this wasn't a perfect experiment. It was more like a lengthy travelogue of us eating a lot, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks to you guys for watching. If you've made
Have a
it
good
this
night.
far, and let us know if you'd be interested in a
I'll probably be back tomorrow if you're really, really bored.
Make sure to smash that like button, and if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to smash that subscribe button. Here are our short form / social media handles, and here's our merch website. And with that, I will see you guys next time.
Okay, now I need another tail.
Clinique's new dramatically different moisturizing lotion, now with SPF. Dermatologists developed in a lightweight, non-greasy formula. Sinks into skin without a white cast or pillow, and feels gentle and non-irritating. Help protect your skin every day. Start today.
What is this place?
The vampires and daywalkers hate each other.
That's awesome.
Fight for what you believe in.
Alright, that's 2 bigs. Let's see how many little ones I can get.
We look like Sting from WWE.
Hello, friends, and welcome to another video. This week, we're going to be going to a geothermal spa in Iceland, because I will travel far and wide for a good bath. Now, at this point a few years ago, we went to a spa theme park in Japan, which was kind of a mashup of a traditional Japanese onsen with a few themed baths, a couple water slides, and a lot of being pelted in the face with different outfits. And I loved it. I'm a big fan of spas, baths, jacuzzis, so this was right up my alley. And my dream was always to continue that series, going to different spa experiences around the world. But obviously, our plans got a little bit derailed by the past couple of years. However, it seems like international travel is back on the menu, boys. So bring on the Taiwanese knife massage, the Swiss cheese bath, the Turkish bathhouse marble slab, and the Icelandic geothermal spa. Now, Iceland is a naturally very volcanic country, so there's
I'd like to go to Iceland.
Geothermal activity there. And it seems that bathing in both naturally occurring hot springs as well as man-made hot pools has been a pretty big thing there since pretty much the Viking Age. This is a really old hot tub from like maybe the 12th century, we think. And these large hot baths are some of Iceland's most popular attractions, drawing visitors from all over the world. I've seen many videos about these places, you guys may have also. The water is a beautiful light blue, the steam is rising, people are putting face masks on, and just generally seeming very pampered and very tranquil. So I figured we had to go, like stat. So in this video, we're going to be visiting the Blue Lagoon, Iceland's most famous geothermal spa, bathing in its welcoming waters, and seeing what the hype is all about. Because mama needs a bath. Alright, let's go. Next stop, Iceland.
You know, in Brendan Fraser's Journey to the Center of the World, Iceland is the start from going down to the center of the world. Wow. Yeah. How about that? Yeah, that's where we're going.
Okay, so some context. We had decided to do our trip in January because we were going to make Iceland our first stop on a longer content trip to a few Nordic/Scandinavian countries. I thought we were going to
I'm gonna check to see if I have any eyeballs painted up.
Namely Sweden for the ice hotel and Finland to try and see the northern lights. And those two activities have to be done in the winter. But the Blue Lagoon is open year-round, come rain, sunshine, or snow, so I figured, hey, what better time for an extended hot bath than in the middle of January?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Good. Good.
Now, we were a little nervous that the Icelandic winter would get the best of us.
First fresh air reaction.
Woo! Yes, that's right.
But our first impression was that it seemed okay, snowy but bearable. However, it did seem to get the best of our rental car.
Oh, yeah. Just making it down.
Which took us a little while to thaw.
My crap is out there. It's been like 15 minutes.
Now, we had decided to do something kind of crazy. We had taken a red-eye from Boston, which is actually only a 4-hour flight, and had plans to basically walk off the plane and spend our entire first day in Reykjavik shooting short-form videos before heading to the Blue Lagoon. So after a quick cat nap at the airport hotel, I know it looks like either 6 a.m. or 6 p.m., but no, this is the noon sun in Iceland in January. We made the 45 minutes-ish drive into the city. Now, as we mentioned and pointed out in the airport, the Blue Lagoon seems to be kind of a big deal in Iceland.
They have a Blue Lagoon store. Would you look at that?
And in Reykjavik, we stopped by this really nice spa, whose whole thing is basically being like a mini Blue Lagoon offshoot in the city, and using Blue Lagoon branded skincare products. Oh, I did fall asleep a couple of times during this facial because I was so jet lagged, but I do feel like I left with my skin glowing.
You look like an egg in the hole.
I feel like an egg in the hole.
Yeah.
Bye. We also visited a couple of Icelandic landmarks, like this famous giant church.
It's impressive.
The Icelandic equivalent of Target, called Haukup.
I haven't seen bugles in years. Oh, look at this.
As well as Bonus, which seems to be sort of like an Icelandic Trader Joe's, to get one of their iconic reusable bags.
Got him.
And then finally, we also visited a food hall, which seems to be a bit of a trend in Iceland nowadays. I'm thinking tacos, Icelandic lamb, banh mi, and pizza. How do you feel about that? where we got a pita sandwich with some Icelandic lamb in it, which also seems to be a thing. The Cave of Wonders. So much so that my dad even texted me to tell me to get some Icelandic lamb. It was good.
You're covered in sauce.
And after an entire day of jet-lagged Reykjavik adventures, we piled back into our rental car, dropped off our defrosted vehicle at the airport to freeze once more, and then plopped in the Blue Lagoon shuttle to be whisked away to the giant hot bath of my dreams.
Okay, we're here. We're about to crash. We'll show you guys everything in the morning.
Yeah. Like, back to fall asleep. Alright, see. Ooh. That looks like a good day to go around the Blue Lagoon.
Sun's coming up. It's 10 a.m.
Now, the Blue Lagoon is, as we mentioned, close to both the airport and to Reykjavik city proper, but it is kind of its own little campus near the small town of Grindavik.
Hello!
Alright, it's next morning. We are still a little bit jet lagged. A little crazed.
Well.
Just a little.
And you have the main Blue Lagoon, which is where most of the action is here, with facilities to accommodate day guests here and here, like the locker room / showers, a gift shop, cafes, etc. Adjoining that building, you also have the Blue Lagoon Retreat Hotel, which is a pretty schmancy resort.
I have to be honest, the Retreat Hotel is bougie.
Yeah.
Very bougie indeed, with its own private side area of the lagoon, a spa, restaurants, and really nice accommodations.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Including one of the nicest rooms I've ever stayed in. It's pretty big, very modern and angular, with a private patio that faces out onto this like mossy lava field back here.
How is it?
And it is also, once again, very centered around bathing and relaxation.
You look comfortable.
Hello?
As we have this bathtub that faces the huge window,
They have Blue Lagoon bath salts.
and this giant shower with a huge rain shower head.
Oh!
Wait, that's a 10?
That has many different settings.
And then this one, ready? I guess some people like that.
Classic hose.
Pretty
good. Yeah, no,
It's a lot of options.
You know, just general spa vibes.
Yeah, those are like lava rocks in there.
Oh, nice.
Random volcanic rocks. On brand.
The only thing is, this pool out here, not warm. It's freezing actually, so it's not for swimming.
It's for looking. It's just for visual purposes.
Look at the bean bag out there that's just like soaked. Poor guy.
I know.
Look at him. Okay, so now that we've seen the hotel, let's make our way over to the lagoon.
The Retreat Hotel actually has its own entrance to the Blue Lagoon, but we're gonna go in the main entrance just so we can like show everyone what that looks like.
So the entrance to the lagoon technically starts out here with this giant sign next to the main parking lot, which is where the big tour buses drop off hordes of bathers.
Excited?
Ready to bathe?
A lot of them water helps keep me hydrated. Hardcore after long days.
360 stretchy waistband. On every wild child. Pampers Cruisers 360, the #1 pull-on diaper. Welcome to the 100-degree swim test. Let's see who stands up for the heat. Looks like Secret Clinical provides 3 times. Secret Clinical.
And then there's a little scenic trail that leads you down to the lobby that's lined with mossy
Yeah.
as well as some extra offshoots of the Blue Lagoon that are not for bathing.
This is not the actual.
Once you're inside the lobby, you have a couple of different passes to choose from. We got the premium pass, which includes a bathrobe, a drink, and 3 face masks.
The nice angle. My wristband. Both at the same time.
And then you head to the and shower before getting into the lagoon.
Sorry.
That's my kind of morning.
Now, this is a pretty key step, as besides a large communal bathtub, you also have to add a bunch of conditioner. put it up to protect it from the salty lagoon water. And after that, once you put the sunset back on, it's bathing time, baby.
Oh, hey. So, thoroughly conditioned?
Oh, yeah.
I accidentally drenched it when I was in the shower.
Me too, actually.
Now, there is like a walk-in stairway to the water out there in the open air.
Are we gonna be cool? Like, are our shoulders gonna be
It
cool?
seems insane. It's like Arctic tundra. Bathing suits.
But I've seen videos about a side door that's actually in the water, which I had my heart set on, so we headed for that one.
Ooh, it's hot.
And first impressions of the water,
Tingly a little bit.
it's hot, but not too hot. And even though it was pretty cold outside,
Come on now. Immediately, a cavern.
Yeah.
the hot water and steam rising keeps you toasty.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god, this is fun. I'm already having fun. Should I turn my GoPro on?
Yeah.
The bottom of the lagoon is a little slick.
I just like,
I was just saying, this guy's slippery.
it's fine, you know, because there's no stakes if you fall, but I've already fallen a couple times.
Oh, you don't have stakes. I got a phone in my hand.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow, I was completely wrong. There are huge stakes.
And just to clarify, the water is not quite as deep as we're making it seem.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was close.
It's not that deep. It's
But it's nice to be, like, ducked in water.
yeah, it's kind of, it keeps you warm.
Itchy.
Whatever, too.
Feeling mollusk for sure.
Okay, so now that we're in and steeping,
Fold drives me nuts.
we can answer the
Anything about
simmering
it.
question.
Maybe.
Why are we all here?
Here we are, in a big bathtub with a bunch of other people.
A lot of mutual bathing.
Why does everyone want to bathe in this thing, and what's so good about it anyway?
One thing I will note is that it's crowded and also most people are vlogging.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to not get people in shot. We're all filming each other.
Mutual grooming.
And mutual filming.
Yes.
Now, I mentioned that hot springs in Iceland are a thing. Icelanders love them a good bath, and there are a fair amount of naturally occurring hot springs around the country.
People in all different stages. Mask, water, conditioner in hair, smoothie.
It's kind of out of the whole place. You can tell everyone in the bottom.
Pure relaxation.
I'm down.
The vibes are good, actually.
The vibes are there.
But the blue lagoon itself is not 100% natural. So if you've noticed this thing billowing in the distance,
too
this
big.
is the Svartsengi geothermal power plant, which has been pumping up super hot salt water
All
from deep
right,
underground
here comes the
near
hard
lava
part.
flow to generate
I
energy
should
for the surrounding area since the
really pay more attention
1970s.
Smoke it up.
Too big, too small.
As a combination of the volcanic activity and the pumping, this water
Well,
becomes enriched
gonna be
with
fun.
minerals. Originally, the geothermal plant was just letting the water run off and form pools nearby, which is not dangerous. It is just salt water.
Find a nice little pocket here.
Oh.
But at some point in the
Wasn't
1980s,
attention.
someone decided to take a dip into the geothermal plant runoff water and realized that it really helped his psoriasis. And with that, the secret was out. The wastewater was great for the skin.
One's gonna be a really wonky big stinkery. That's okay.
And people started coming to bathe in the waters, they built a resort, a spa, a skincare line, and boom, a star was born. And nowadays, the Blue Lagoon boasts about 1 million visitors a year.
People have their masks and their drinks up. They're living life.
And the minerals that we're all soaking in here are the silica, which is what gives the water its cloudy blue appearance, sulfur, salt, and a little bit of algae, which is the only thing that can live in the water.
Alright, so we'll be here. I'm actually standing here.
Okay.
Depth check. No, I'm actually standing.
Full depth.
Yeah. I don't think there's any part that you actually have to swim in.
I'm not sure if the shape of the lagoon is just a natural lava field formation, or if it's like the shape that they dug to hold the runoff, but it is kind of funky with a lot of little nooks and crannies.
There's like the main entrance, there's like one that goes that way, there's more that way, and there's also behind me another little turn.
Yeah.
Separated by these little bridges everywhere that you will see as we explore.
Well, I think that's the smoothie bar.
Over there.
Right? The only time.
Alright, let's visit the waterfall. And then we'll go smoothie.
Alright.
Now there are a couple of stations to visit and activities to do in the
Maybe
water.
I can
besides
get. Nope.
And we decided to
All
start
right.
off with the waterfall,
It's not gonna be a good one.
which is kind of in the corner over here.
I don't know if that's better or I can't, so it's gonna have to be a wonky one. Forgive me, Stingray, you deserve better than this.
You kind of have to wait your turn. And after a quick dunking, I think I might have been wrong.
Hot, salty. Maybe there are more minerals in there.
I might need a recondition after that.
Oh yeah, we totally forgot about the hair thing and just blasted ourselves. Oops.
It's a way of life and it's also in my eyes.
Okay.
Now after thoroughly brining ourselves, that lady's a fool. We rounded the bend back here past these little alcoves that are actually a little bit cooler than the rest of the
Well,
water.
somebody's gonna have a different butt. That's all there is to it.
And they
Belly
seemed like
scales.
a perfect spot to enjoy a nice, refreshing beverage.
Smoothie.
So we thought we should head over to the smoothie bar to grab one. It turns out that this thing is actually the mask bar, which we will be visiting later.
So, Mac bar here. Smoothie bar where?
Somewhere.
And actually the smoothie bar is all the way over here.
Right there.
Okay. I was wrong. It's this way.
Okay,
Across
shoot.
the lagoon, near the retreat
Screw it.
hotel and
It's just
spa.
gonna be yellow, so I don't want to deal with it.
Now I kept calling this the smoothie bar,
Here is the smoothie bar.
but it's more like the drink hut.
It's also a bar too, I'm pretty sure.
Okay, yeah, I keep saying smoothie bar, but most people are leaving with beer.
They also sell sodas and slushies, but I had my heart set on a smoothie.
Because I've said the word smoothie so many times. Hi, could I get one green is good smoothie and then one...
Two.
Oh, can we get 2 green is good smoothies, please?
Which we took to a nearby grotto to drink.
Alright, don't spill.
Okay, no, it's not here.
Yeah. Can you find a little spot? There's kind of like this little spot over here.
Oh, I like that.
Taste test.
I'm slipping.
Are those glass?
You're good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Ginger.
Ginger, yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely tasted very good for you, which I think matched that like healthy detox vibe of the spa.
This is not appetizing, people.
No, I don't like it.
Probably should have done it before.
Tyler didn't like it very much though.
Oh, it's got a real Kelly aftertaste.
Maybe he should have gotten the slushie.
I'll drink it.
I was gonna order you the orange one.
But feeling thoroughly quenched,
The Tyler.
Oh.
Ready for the mask?
Yeah.
it was time to move on.
Oh, you're gonna twist Toby, damn it.
And this is us.
Oh. Say la vie.
Our ticket got us 3 masks at the bar, which are supposed to work together as like a regimen, starting with the lava exfoliate your skin and remove
Smells kind of intense.
smells like rocks. And you're supposed to just scrub this around your
fuck
face
it.
for a couple of minutes.
I want to use the purple.
Next up was the silica mask, which is the Blue Lagoon's signature ingredient,
You make a very thin layer, and it dries for about 10 minutes.
which is supposed to deep cleanse. For a few minutes while it dries.
Okay, cool. Let's go.
For a little while here.
Eat the crispy fluffy circle.
Waffles would be good.
Dry, brittle hair? Need some intensive care. Pantene.
You look terrible. Keep your eyes. Everywhere around you. Explaining. They're just- Thankfully, 24 hours.
Alright, I think I'm done for the night.
About allergies.
I got, what did I get done? 1, 2, 3.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
4, 5.
The picturesque view
5 little ones, and 1, 2,
with our mask quickly flaking.
3 big ones. So, and another 4 cut, ready to go. So,
We returned for our final
3 hours. Not bad. Not my best, but
And for our
I'm gonna
last
blame
mask,
this
we
guy.
went for the algae one.
Oh, he's so soft though.
Which
Alright.
is an anti-aging mask that's supposed to lift, smooth, and improve luminosity.
And I did get the fairies pretty much started. They'll be good in a few days. Alright, well, thank you guys for stopping by and saying hi. I'm gonna go to bed now. And you enjoy the rest of your night. Good night.